Howdy, gamer. Hi. I have fixed Nightbot. Heads up. Guess what? Links are completely banned now. Are you excited? Better be excited. Links, they're banned completely now. No more links. No more. They're gone. If you post a link, you will be instantly, permanently banned from the channel forever. Hi. The coin did, in fact, not land on the edge. Oh, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I got a little preoccupied. So I had to remove LibreWolf from my computer and install a different browser, because... I'll explain later. Yeah, I'm gonna do side quests now.
Here's your schedule.
Schedule? Well, connections first, actually. Who do I want to focus on? I'm gonna be honest, she's kinda... I'm just gonna not, yeah? She's cool. Maybe not, though. I have two options. Oh, this is hard. I gotta do Claire. Oh, Claire. Van's group decided to take a short break. Oh, hey, look, Nightbot actually does kill links now. I'm not kidding, by the way. You do want to be careful with that. It'll give you a 5-second warning, but then it'll time you out for 10 minutes if you do it again. So, Van's group decided to take a short break. It won't ban you. But I'm not taking any chances. It's annoying, and I don't want to deal with it. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I did whitelist a couple of things. I can't whitelist everything, though. YouTube links are whitelisted. Twitch, I think I whitelisted Twitch. I whitelisted Reddit. Imgur. I'm trying to think of other things that... Yeah. How am I supposed to share my AI art about you spilling Saint Getty? Upload it to Imgur. Hey there, not used to seeing you here. Oh, it's you, Van. I'm not here to watch any movies. I was just passing through after receiving a nearby assignment. That explains it. For a sec, I thought you were slacking off and sneaking in a showing. Just because you have all that free time on your hands doesn't mean we all do. I happen to be as busy as ever. I'm plenty busy too, you know. I'm just taking a short break. Anyway, what movie caught your attention? Curious what Beauty's Blade is into these. Sorry, can't talk anymore. I have to go back to work. Hey, I was just asking. The Mishi everyone loves is hitting the big screen. The real Mishi? Mishi and Boots coming to theaters this November. Well, that explains it. Can't say I'm shocked she's a little bashful about it. Nothing wrong with liking Mishi, though. I've got an idea. Sometime later. Hey again. Wow, we've met twice in one day. What are the chances? You're playing it off like it's a coincidence, but I suspect this was very much deliberate. I could arrest you for stalking, you know. Oh, don't be like that. I just wanted to give something to you. I'm sorry that Zero Suit Wario broke the camel's back. No, it's just like the fact that it's every stream now, it's multiple bots. Twitch seems to be blocking them now, which is good, but I don't know like how effective that's actually going to be, like in the long run. So, I whitelisted a couple of things. I literally just fixed this before I started the stream. Imgur and stuff like that is, you can post links to that and it should be fine. If I think of any other, like, image hosts, I'll try to, I don't know. I don't know what's convenient. I feel like Imgur's a pretty convenient host, though. Here you go. Yeah, YouTube is fine. I can do YouTube. Whitelist DeviantArt, you coward. Okay, maybe I don't do that. Is this a Mishi plush? Yep, this thing's merch for the Mishi and Boots movie that's coming out next month. You can only get it in theaters for a limited time. You have no idea how long I've had to wait in line for it. Why did you go out of your way to do that for me? I figured you wanted one because you looked like you were dying to see it. I don't want to see it that much. Even if I did, that doesn't mean you had to get this for me. Well, that wasn't the only reason. I just happened to remember that about our promise I broke all those years ago. I know giving you this thing won't fully make up for it. You aren't wrong. Also, did you just refer to Mishi as this thing? Rude. Sorry about that. Anyway, catch you later. So, there's a theme park in Crossbell called Michelin Wonderland. Well, that's new. And this is its mascot. We're back. What are you reading there? It looks like it's some news from Crossbell. Anyway, what's this cat-looking thing? Mishi? Looks ugly as hell. Don't tell me you like that thing. I am surprised he's still alive. I thought, like, the TO defense system would kick in and, like, launch the intercontinental ballistic missile at him, you know? I'm allowed to like whatever I want. I'm sorry my tastes aren't up to your standards. It's always good to see you two getting along so well. Crossbell is the only one station away on the Transcontinental Railroad. Why don't you take a part-time job so you can take her next year? Don't push me into it. So, what are you thinking? If you really want to go, Really? You'd take me? I mean, if you'd really like to take me that badly, I suppose I can come along. You just can't be cute, can you? You're one to talk, Mr. Dark and Brooding. Thank you, Van. I can hardly wait to go. What the fuck? We're getting real character development in this side content? Does he have any idea how many years it's been since then? Still, I'm happy he remembered. Afterward, Van reunited with the others and got back to work. Well, now you're putting pressure on me.
I've always been stubborn as a mule.
Fuck, now I feel like I gotta...
I suppose that's reassuring in its own way.
I learned something new about them. No, I'm feeling, like, pressured. I gotta, like, pick the right choices now. What? God damn it, what else is there?
Here's your schedule.
Schedule. I don't know. Like, Rosette would be the obvious choice because it's good for, like, you know, connection effects. Sklim support. But, like, Judith Landstrick could be cool. Who's the blue chick? Are you talking about Rosette? Who is she, though? Who could she be? I already did Ren's. Elaine's was surprisingly nice. And short, too. Very good connection effects. I guess I'll pick Rosette. I don't know. You said you wanted to talk about some office paperwork. Correct. In course of organizing everything, I found some forms whose deadlines are quickly approaching. I'm too busy making Bidu fan art and squatting to follow the game. He squats. That's all he does. His legs are as thick as tree trunks. I thought you should be made aware of them so that they aren't submitted late. Shit, yeah, I don't want to fall behind on those. Which forms are they? I went ahead and sorted them all out for you already. All you have to do is fill them in. Thanks, Rosette. I'm gonna take care of those right now so they're not hanging over our head. I was like, about to say, is that the entire thing? That would have been really funny. Van quickly dealt with the paperwork Rosette had provided. He packed it up and made for the Sadin District Police Station. I can't believe I spaced on this. I completely forgot today was the cutoff. Alright, this whole customization form thing. They just rolled it out, if I recall? Correct. The government is inspecting customized automobiles to ensure they're not hazardous to public safety. Failing to submit this form will void your tax exemption and other credits. Oh dear God, no. Your car will effectively be illegal. Smaller customizations can use separate form from this one. This one's probably their way of preparing for, like, engine swaps and lift kits and shit. I got the paperwork a while ago, but Kept putting it off. Looked like a pain in the ass. You really saved my bacon getting this stuff sorted for me. Of course. These clerical affairs are my forte. Shall we get this dealt with, then? Oh, crap. Oh, crap! Fancy meeting you here. Ain't 'cause I want to be here, trust me. Finally decided to come clean, huh? About damn time. Come clean for what, jackass? I'm here to turn in some papers for my truck mods. I saw that young lady with you in Tharbad. Thanks for your help back then. My name is Rosette Twinings. I'm a concierge for the Marduk Company. I'm currently assisting Mr. Arkwright on official business. Official? How do you keep fumbling your way into a harem, dick? Marduk, huh? I'm sorry, I need to... See, now that I have this new browser set up, which I will talk about in a second, I can, like, open videos without them auto-playing, which is fucking phenomenal. And then I can... There it is. I just wanted... Dick! Ah, beautiful. Marduk, huh? Hey, you mind if I pull you aside for some questions, miss? I'll take care of the paperwork for you. Also, it feels like the browser actually is, like, loading faster. That's fun. I thought they were never gonna let us go. You have any idea what they were gonna... You have any idea what they were gonna... That they... Do you have any idea? Do you know? Do you have any idea? Is that the dude that wanted to check your Ateche case? Ateche. You have any idea? Do you have any idea? I think I'm having a stroke. Hold on one second. Do you have any idea? You have any idea they were gonna do that to you when you got through to the precinct? I did know they wanted to question me. I figured that I might as well accompany you and get it over with there. That better not be caffeine. No, it's definitely not. It's just, carbonated water, citric acid, taurine, sodium citrate, potassium sorbate, caffeine, acesulfame, potassium, acesulfame, sucralose, sodium benzenate, niacinamide, decalcium, pantothenonate. Who makes these fucking words up, dude? Anyway, this can has 490% daily value of vitamin B12, so it's healthy, right? It's very healthy. It's definitely not my second one today. That's neither here nor there. Good work getting your form filled out. That's most of your paperwork done for the day. You're filling your body with caffeine and plastic. I don't think I can fit any more plastic in there. It's already kind of saturated. Thanks. Wait, most? What's next? Nothing major. Just your taxes. While we're at it, I did want to run some equipment maintenance and office resupplies by you. I almost feel bad putting you to work this hard after you just joined. Almost. Let's go ahead and tackle all that while we're at it. I don't like those bike seats. They look like they're made of meat. I know it's leather, but it's meat. Perfect. Our next destination is Station Street, then. If you really think about it, leather is just really dried out meat. Van accompanied Rosette as they navigated their busy work for the day. After a round of shopping on Station Street, they took a little break at a nearby cafe. Like, you can eat it, I think. It's like jerky, except it'll kill you. Thanks for all your hard work, Rosette. You got through all that desk work that was piling up like it was nothing. I feel kind of bad for forcing you to do all the tedious jobs, though. Think nothing of it. I'm always happy to be of service. I'm nothing if not pleased to have been able to be of assistance in your office. If not pleased to have been able to be of... That string of words irritates me. We'd never been able to interact through anything other than a screen beforehand. But now I get to go out shopping and have a nice chat with you physically here. Weird way of putting it, but I see where you're coming from. Here's the coffee that you ordered. Speaking of orders, I wasn't aware prior to me coming here and accompanying you on your travels just how bad your sweet tooth is. Just want to make it clear that sweets aren't the only reason we've been going on so many business trips lately. More of a bonus, yeah? It'd be rude going somewhere and not sampling the local confectionery. If you say so. And you totally didn't buy that. Whatever, let's drink. This is rather hotter than I was expecting. Holy shit! This is way too hot! Did a rookie screw up or something? Yours doesn't look as hot as mine. We can't be sure of that. Our difference in reaction should not be how you gauge it. I handle hot things better than most do. I still think it'd be wise to get some milk to cool it down, though. Excuse me, I love burnt coffee. They called a member of the staff over and explained the situation. The staff member apologized profusely for the issue and added some milk as requested to cool the drinks down. We're sorry for your issue with your coffee. Here's the pancakes you ordered. The pancakes are just fucking like bubbling from the heat. I don't recall ordering pancakes. Was it you who ordered them, Mr. Arkwright? If so, let me hand you the plate. Nope, it's right where it needs to be. Think of them as a little bonus. A small thanks for all you've done for us, even in such a short time. There's more to life than just work. You should at least find the time to enjoy something sweet once in a while. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting to get such a pleasant bonus so soon after starting work. I can see this is a workplace that values its employees well. Doubt we can compare to whatever crazy welfare program Marduk has, but we try. It's good to have you on the team, Rosette. And likewise, my pleasure for being part of the team, Mr. Arkwright. I'd feel awfully rude to sit and enjoy this plate of pancakes while you sit there and watch. You're the one with the sweet tooth, after all. Why don't you have some, too? I am kind of regretting not ordering any for myself, yeah. If you're sure, I wouldn't mind a few. Van and Rosette enjoyed the remainder of their time together before resuming their patrol.
You have my full support and then some, Mr. Arkwright.
I got our full support and then some, Mr. Arkwright. Shardmaster. Shardmaster! Okay, now that that's out of the way, and it only took 18 minutes, dear God. Yay! Fun! Side quests. I love side quest. Do I have to check the... I haven't checked the board yet. Trying to think of who I want to...
Why not take some flowers with you?
Who do I want to lead? Anyas hasn't led in a while. Let's let her do it. She's the boss now. We've seen... We've received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. Halfway through the waterworks. Glairedrome. Alright. There's a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards. Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, man. Dude can smell the ink from an reg away.
No rest for the weary. Let's see what we've got.
My father's become ensnared by a suspicious new religion. Shitty pee-pee. I don't want to force him to quit, but I'm rather worried that I haven't heard from him. And so, I ask if it's possible for you to check on his safety. I'll be waiting below the pedestrian bridge near the Orbital store. The scent's not gone. Close. Very close. I'm assuming the bridge is there, maybe? I'm not sure.
That's fair.
No, it was still red. Why was it red?
Why don't we see...
Due to various reasons, I cannot reveal the details of this request here. Forgive me. Danger is approaching my lady, and I need you to save her. I shall explain everything in person. I'll be waiting beneath the overpass in the Seyden district. Rumsfield. That's all the boards checked. We gotta take care of at least 2 of them by day's end. Okay. Why was there a... There's still red markers here, what? I don't know. Is this a side quest? I thought they would be, like, green. I guess, like, 2 of them are required, so... We got a request from Rumsfeld. You the guy? I'm the Spriggan. Thank you. It's good to put a face to the name. Man, look at those cars. Your request entailed rescuing a young lady. Let's get right to it. I haven't much time. The lady in question is Berzelia, daughter of the CEO of the Bank of Edith. My name is Rumsfeld. I serve as the young Mrs. Butler and bodyguard. That's one of the biggest financial institutions in Calvert. They have a watertight reputation from what I hear. They do everything by the book. That's impressive. So she's really rich? So what's the situation? It brings me shame to admit, but she's been kidnapped. We don't know who the perpetrator might be. It only just happened last night. As her caretaker, I'm just... Yeah, that's serious. I was worried that's what it was. Sounds pretty dire. Did the kidnapper make any demands? What other information do we have to go on? The young miss is a semi-permanent resident here at the Hotel Penthouse, you see. Her father arranged it for her, hoping it would let her live more on her own terms than if she was in his home. But last night, the young miss slipped away for a night to herself, and she failed to return. This morning, we found a ransom note delivered to the hotel, written for the president. We have your daughter, 10 million mira in cash. Bring the money to the exchange point. Bring police or bracers and we kill her. Some individual or group has captured her. The culprit also sent the mobile terminal Berzelia has been using. They're meticulous, to a terrifying degree. That's why I turned to you. We need your help to investigate these villains. We'd like you to accompany her father to the exchange point. I get you. They said no police or bracers, but maybe they'll count a Spriggan as an exception. We taking this on now? Ah, yes, I'm sure the loophole. The criminals will abide by it. We're on the case. Thanks so much. I knew I could count on you. First off, can we talk to the dad? Where is he? The CEO, her father, rather, is often busy with his work. He's currently overseeing a project to bring orbital network coverage to the rural areas in Calvert. As this involves traveling to said areas, he has no network signal out there. We've been unable to contact him. If he doesn't have any signal, we straight up can't call him, huh? Talk about bad timing. That pretty much puts him out of the question. We gotta do this on our own, it sounds like. I did observe some strange behavior that might be relevant to the case. Berzelia has been refusing her bodyguard's company when she goes out. She frequents the Tyrell district on those days. I see. We would keep watch on her from a distance when she would go there. We found that she had befriended this young man who, pardon my judgment, has the air of a ruffian about him. Would he have roped Berzelia into something shady? Berzelia? Brazil. In spite of it, their interactions were surprisingly cordial. The young man would buy her ice cream, take her to the movies. By all accounts, they were simply friends. We had thought that she was in good hands and that we could give her space, but evidently not. It makes me curious about the young man's background. Same. Let's go to work. First up, Tyrell. Do we have some time before they want the ransom money? We do have time. By all means, take whatever time you need to investigate. The criminal specified Dirk Memorial Park as the exchange point. I will await you at the park's entrance. Once you've completed your investigation, please rendezvous with me. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's get out there and start digging for clues. Let's hit up that ice cream vendor first and see what they have to say. I'll keep tabs on the time we have left until the handover.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Mr. Arkwright. Where the fuck am I going? I was not paying attention during that at all.
Initializing planner mode.
It was very, like, in one ear, out the other.
Initializing planner mode.
Ice cream vendor. Fucking where? Tyrell?
Here we go.
It's annoying that they're all red. I hate that. Who's that? Man with gun? Lady getting shot by gun?
Oh, it's the film that won the Leon d'Or. It looks like they're re-releasing it in theaters.
Yeah, but they're only doing nighttime showings since it's been out for half a year now.
What's that building? Is it a building here? Oh yeah, it is. It's that thing. Looks like the movie theater changed its banner. You're right. They were for Golden Blood before, but now they're showing Wolves Requiem. Could that be a result of the Tharbad Film Festival? That's what I put my money on. It's been like that with other film festivals, too. Whatever movie takes the top prize always sees a big jump in moviegoers. Plus, for as popular as Golden Blood has been, its box office earnings were starting to taper off anyway. It makes sense that they'd switch out the banners now to promote the latest hot thing. It's true. I've been seeing all kinds of things leaning in that direction lately. Not just movie theaters. Feels like every magazine lately is publishing interviews and specials about Nina. At this point, she must be getting as much media exposure as Judith. Part of that's probably her agency striking while the iron's hot and getting her out there. You gotta figure. Especially while Judith's got tabloids like Buzz Raider going to town on her. Okay, writing pretty much whatever they please. Whatever indeed. I saw a headline recently that claimed she was brooding after she lost the award for Best Actress to Nina. I don't think she'd be like that if you ask me. If anything, I'd imagine it would light a fire in her to work even harder. Seeing those rags claim that she's even got herself a boyfriend these days. She does? These are tabloids we're talking about here. What do you think? Doesn't matter if what they publish is real or total bullshit. As long as it makes some money, that's what counts. Don't go taking them at their word. Though I gotta say, a certain someone seems awful invested in the woman's love life. I'm not invested, is the right word for it. It's just a little surprising to hear out of nowhere. But you're right, it's good to be cautious with those. Anyway, what am I looking for? This?
How about some nice cold ice cream? Hello.
Ice cream?
Thanks for shopping. Hello.
They got gelato? Mmm.
Thanks for shopping.
Okay, I was waiting for the square to pop up, but I guess it's not like a topic that I bring up. I'm a private investigator working a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for our clients at the moment. Have you had a rich-looking girl stop by your stall by any chance? She would have had a young guy with her, something of a delinquent. I know exactly who you must be talking about. They look like the oddest pair together. They stuck out like a sore thumb. Could you tell us more about them? Do you remember what they were talking about? What was your impression of them? Let me think. For two people who seemed about as different as you could get, they were getting along pretty well. Like they were pretty good friends. Guy looked a bit like a bit of a rough character, but he was telling her all kinds of things about the Tyrell district. As for the girl, she seemed pretty worried about her relationship with her dad. He was being pretty sweet and trying to give her advice from what I could hear. It's interesting. She was talking about her family. Judging by what Rumsfeld told us, it definitely sounded like she and her father weren't all that close. Maybe that's been bothering her. Could you tell us a bit more about the guy? Anything that stuck out about him? Every little detail helps. He didn't seem all that remarkable to me, so it's hard to know what to say. He did seem surprisingly naive for a guy who otherwise looked like a troublemaker. I can tell you that much. I also heard him mention his mom runs a general store over in Old Town. Did you say general store? Of all the people it could have been, it had to be him, huh? Wild. What do you mean, Mr. Arkwright? Is that to say you might know the identity of the young man in question? You could say that. Think about it. Old Town General Store deadbeat son. There's only one guy I can think of who ticks all the boxes. Don't make me pick a name. I'm talking about Eddie, the son of the lady who runs the Newberry General Store. I get it. You must be right. I've heard rumors before that he likes to go out partying at night. I'm praying, alright. Praying to Ultra Paradise. This shit's banging, yo. Paint, asshole. We still don't know how the hell a guy like him wound up meeting such a rich girl, though. There's gotta be more to this story still. We need to find more info. If you're looking for someone else to talk to, why don't you try Macmillan Cafe? I've seen the two of them talking out there on the terrace before a handful of times. Someone there might know something. Thanks for the information. We'll be sure to look into it.
Good grief.
I thought he was holding a gun for a second.
Bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival.
You can go in here? Huh. It just seems like a door that, like, you wouldn't be allowed to go into. I don't know. It's crazy. They have doors that can open and close in this game? Wait. Why isn't it closing? Okay. Dude, it opens in both ways! It's insane! Hello. I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for our client at the moment. You see any rich young girls hanging out with a rough around the edges guy around here recently? Doesn't have to be big lead or nothing. Whatever you know, we'd appreciate if you shared it with us. Oh, a private investigator. That's a neat job you have. You wouldn't happen to be that famous Spriggan everyone likes to talk about in these parts, would you? No idea what you're talking about. Not to be rude, but we're pressed for time. We know those two have been at this cafe and we're looking to find someone who can tell us more. Sorry to offend you. Not every day I get to talk to people like you. I definitely know who you're talking about. I've seen two people sitting at that table over there a lot lately. They get up to some pretty interesting conversations. I know it's rude, but I can't help but listen in on them, you know? May we ask what they've discussed in those conversations? Earlier, the girl was asking him all sorts of things about kidnapping. Like, what sorts of cases have there been before? What goes into kidnapping someone? Stuff like that. Had this serious expression on his face, but she looked happy and excited for some reason. If only she'd thought to ask me. I'm an expert in that sort of thing. I could have told her everything she wanted to know and then some. The woman appears to have some very peculiar interests. It's so weird. Why would she want to talk about kidnapping? She must have had some sort of reason. Could it have something to do with this case? We still don't have enough proof yet to be sure. I don't know what you guys are going on about, but it sounds like you were able to figure something out. Glad I was able to help. One more thing, the guy seems to run with a pretty tough crowd. You better be careful if you're gonna keep investigating him. What sorts of people are you talking about? From what I overheard, he belongs to Desire. They're a nasty gang. Fighting, stealing, blackmailing, you name it. They've done it and more. Those people aren't above doing anything. Whatever it takes to get what they want, they'll do it without blinking an eye. I don't think that guy understands what he's gotten himself into. He seems to believe they really have honors and morals that they really do. The girl didn't seem to know any better either. She just went along with what he had to say. We talked to him before in the past. His name's Eddie. He was more or less the impression he gave me, yeah. That makes me think they might just be using him for all he's worth, if his outlook toward them is that rosy. That's what I wanted to warn you about. It's not him you need to be concerned about. It's people he works with that could be the problem. Entirely possible Eddie's being put up to something without realizing it. Thanks for the tip. You've given us a lot to work with. Where should we go next? We've got a good handle of what's probably going on here. We need to confirm our findings and go from here. We should figure out what's been going on with Eddie. Time to take a trip to Newberry in Old Town. Newberry? It's the general store.
Off we go.
Oh, why hello.
Is Van still alive? Unfortunately. I mean, what? Hey, Brenda. I'm dropping by because of a job. I wanted to ask about your son. Mind telling us what your kid's been up to lately? Adios. Should I be worried? Did that boy of mine do something? Nothing to be alarmed about. I don't know. I mean, we're looking into something and we thought we'd ask him a few questions. How's he been doing lately? Feel free to go into as much detail as you can, please. That's a relief. Or as much as any can be, really. I get no end of stress when it comes to that boy. As for how he's been lately, something does come to mind. He usually doesn't have a single mirror to his name. Damn, me? And will constantly demand that I lend him some, but he looks like he's doing well lately. Actually, he even said he'd finally pay me all back he. That's good news, isn't it? You don't sound excited. I know for a fact that boy doesn't have a job, not even a part-time one. The money he's been getting is coming from that gang he's a part of. If that's not enough, they said they might promote him if he did good with his current job, if you can believe it. I think he mentioned it having to do with helping this girl he met, but I really didn't get it. The plot thickens. Must be some big shit he's up to if they're offering him authority. There's also the matter of the girl in question. At this point, I believe we can more or less piece together what his task entails. So Eddie's really up to something dangerous, isn't he? That stupid son of mine. Could you please lend him a hand? Despite everything, I'm still his mother and would hate to see him hurt. Don't even need to ask. Neighbors gotta look out for each other. Man, I sure hope we get more Eddie quests after this. He's my favorite character in the entire series. I'm glad we were finally done talking to Brenda. That was a lot. We'll have everything we'll need to report back to Mr. Rumsfeld now, don't we? Considering when the two sides are supposed to meet, the timing couldn't be better. Which means we're heading over to Dirk Memorial Park next. We'll take the time to go through all the info we gathered and come up with an action plan. Sounds good to me. This quest is definitely the quest.
Hey,
Let's do this.
You know, I didn't expect it to be like here. I don't know. I guess we're gonna do it here. It's you. I gather your investigation into the culprit has finished, yes? Would you inform me of what you found? We've more or less figured out what led to all of this. It's gonna take some explaining, so we'll go one step at a time. First thing you should know is your girl's been hanging out with a local punk named Eddie. He's part of a gang known as Desire, though he hasn't really fit in with them much until now. I've heard of that group. People say they're so ruthless and cunning, even the police closely monitor their movement. It's true. Despite all that, it seems Eddie's been making a fair bit of money lately. In fact, it started happening right when he and Berzelia first met. We have reason to believe these two facts are connected to each other. I understand what you're trying to say. This quest... Essentially, you believe that this Eddie fellow is receiving payment in exchange for befriending my lady. Something like that. Considering who he hangs out with, it makes sense that Desire would put him up to this. Although it's possible the money might actually come directly from Berselia herself. I see. To that end, we've uncovered evidence that appears to tie all this together. According to his mother, Eddie said something rather peculiar to her. Namely that, if his so-called current assignment went well, he could be promoted to the gang's upper leadership. Considering the timing of this statement, it feels all but certain that this assignment in question must be referring to the kidnapping and ransom. I believe I understand now. It was Eddie who committed the kidnapping while Desire was the organization that masterminded it, correct? Yeah, but that's not all. That's where things get crazy. It looks like Berselia herself was in on the plan too. She was? It checks out more than you'd think about it. A long story short, this whole thing is... Both? I don't fucking know. I need more fluid, hold on. So flavorful, it's like a can of battery acid. It's not both, is it? I mean... You... A fake kidnapping conceived by Berselia with the help of Desire. It's not completely wrong, but there's more to... Yeah, okay, it's both. The truth of the matter is the kidnapping is both real and staged at the same time. I had the faintest suspicion deep down that may indeed be the case. Let me rephrase my earlier assessment. In essence, my lady initially devised the kidnapping to be staged. However, now that Desire is involved, they're now attempting to turn it into an actual one. With genuine stakes, yes? Bingo. They're only pretending to help her with her plan. In reality, they're after a much bigger payday. Knowing how evil these guys are, I definitely wouldn't put it past them to try something like this. If only I had paid greater heed to my lady's loneliness. Perhaps she wouldn't have felt the need to go through such extreme lengths. I'm sorry. I can only imagine how you must feel right now. It is what it is. We can't take back what's already happened. More than anything, she's trying to test her old man to see if he'll choose her over his work. Moving along, I believe the main question now is how to go about addressing the ransom itself. You don't have to respond to their demands. We can attempt to ambush them instead if you'd prefer. That's alright. My lady's safety is absolutely paramount. As much as I'd prefer to avoid doing so, I'm fully willing to offer the money, if that's what it takes. 10 million Mira is a massive amount, even for the president of the bank. Indeed it is. Nevertheless, I'm prepared to take full responsibility for such a loss. I'm certain that if my master were here, he would come to the same decision without a doubt. We'll play things straight with them. Keep in mind we're talking about a gang that had the guts to pull something like this in the first place. I don't think it's realistic to expect these goons to be on the up and up when it comes to making the exchange. Best we stay flexible and see how they act. Depending on how it all goes down, we may need to shift gears. If we do, we might still be able to get the girl back without having to fork over any Mira. Oh my god, this quest is so much talking. I appreciate the consideration. It's clear how professional and thorough you all are. Regardless, we have some time remaining before our meeting with my lady's captors is set to commence. Shall we wait here? Yes. God damn, hurry up. Might as well. We're all set on our end. Before we go, I doubt those goons would take too kindly to us rolling all up at once. We should keep the number of people who meet with them to a minimum. You okay if it's only me who tags along? That sounds like a wise suggestion. If I may make a suggestion, Mr. Arkwright, why don't you pretend to be my subordinate? Never thought I'd be an under-butler. Works for me. Put on the tux. The rest of us will remain close by so that we can quickly move in, should you require our assistance. I feel like Rosette would be a better choice, because it maid outfit, but you know. That sounds like a plan! Be careful, you two! Good guys, luck. Thanks, guys. Stay sharp in case things go south. Several minutes later, Van and Rumsfeld arrived at the location designated for the ransom delivery. I really hope this is the most boring quest of this stream, because goddamn, I'm falling asleep. With the only moments to spare, the two came prepared, hauling an attache case filled with mirror. I still don't... That's not a real word. There you are. Rumsfeld, you came. I'm relieved you're all right. Whoa now, let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. We specifically asked for the girl's pops to come do the trade-off. I sure don't see him anywhere. What's the deal? Don't tell me he's the guy next to you. I find that a little hard to swallow. No, the master is currently away on a business in a remote region. We, as her bodyguards, have been dispatched in his stead. Sorry, I'm not the guy you're looking for. But don't worry, we made sure to bring what you're really after. We got 10 million Mira right here. Should be enough to satisfy, yeah? It's good enough. You did the bare minimum you were expected to, at least. Sucks to be you, though, eh, girlie? His own daughter gets nabbed, and your old man just throws some cash at the problem. Can't even be bothered to show his face. Don't you think it's a little suspicious he's at work? Maybe he decided to ditch you and hang out with his girl toy instead. My father would never do any such thing. I suppose perhaps that he doesn't love me after all, if even this failed to sway him. Roselia. My lady, you have nothing to fear. It's true the master is ill-mannered at times, but there's nobody in all of Zumeria who loves you more than he. If you don't mind, I have a message I'd like for you to hear. Perhaps it would demonstrate how he truly feels. Is that my mobile terminal? What's it doing here? The master sent a recording to this device yesterday. Please have a listen. Is this thing on? Am I being recorded? First, I should explain that I have to take off this morning on the first train out. Since we cannot speak in person, I wanted to leave a message for you at the very least. That's my father's voice. It's really him. I am sorry, Berzelia. I'm always so distracted with my work. I can only imagine how lonely you must feel. Your birthday is coming up soon, isn't it? I know I went away on other business trips for the past 2 birthdays. I wasn't able to celebrate as I should have. I promise you I'll do whatever it takes to make sure I'm home in time for your birthday this year. When I do return, I'm going to give you your present myself. Until then, it pains me that I have to leave you alone yet again. Try to keep your spirits up. Know that I really truly do love you, Berzelia. My darling daughter. That's really cool. When you shift tab in the video game, it fucking pauses it. That's cool. I can't stealthily click out. It's great.
Often mispronounced of French origin, it is usually said in British English as attaché.
It's not a real word. No, attaché, it's not real. They just thought adding a fucking fancy E. They thought it'd make it all fancy and shit. Father, I didn't realize you cared so much. I'm glad he decided to step up and show he knows how to be a dad for once. How'd you manage to come across that voicemail? I'm genuinely impressed. I remember that the master asked me several days ago how to send such a message to someone. Made me wonder if perhaps it was the young lady whom he sent it. Why isn't this over yet? How could I be such a fool? I shouldn't have doubted Father and tested him like this. I'm sorry, Rumsfield, I must confess. This whole kidnapping was planned by me. I was scared Father didn't truly love me, so I... Think nothing of it, my lady. You felt the need to act. I completely understand how you must feel. Thanks. I'm okay, Eddie. You can let go of my hand now. I might not have achieved what I set out to do, but I still want to pay everyone what I can in exchange for their time. You don't have to do that, but if you're comfortable with it, I won't stop you. Not so quick, Eddie. This dumbass sob story's over. Now the fun begins. What's the meaning of this? We had a deal. Are you breaking it? You bet your fine, rich ass we are. Why take out your pitiful paycheck when we can make off with that hefty ransom? It's all thanks to our wonderful pal Eddie. We couldn't have done it without him. It's not every day you meet a gullible mark who's just begging to be held hostage and robbed of her own money. You can't be serious. You tricked me? Eddie, I trusted you. No, that's not true. I only agreed to help out with your fake kidnapping, I swear. This is news to me, too. As for you two gents, don't even think about trying anything funny. Hand over the case, nice and quiet like. The gun is so fucking big. Like, look at it compared to the size of him. It's fucking huge. And make it quick, or else I can't guarantee Daddy's little girl will celebrate her birthday in one piece. 47 cal. If you put a single scratch on Miss Berzelia, you will pay for it. AK-47 cal. I hate being right. I had a feeling it'd go down like this. I didn't ask you to introduce yourself, but I know that famous Spriggan. You're that famous Spriggan everyone's always talking about. I was on the lookout for cops' bracers, but I sure didn't count on meeting someone like you. That geezer there is one conniving old fart. You know about Mr. Arkwright? Do you? I figured you to be some mere hoodlum, but it appears that you're smarter than you look. A shame you wasted on such nonsense. Well, if you know who I am, then we can cut right to the chase. I took on a job and I fully intend to complete it. You're giving that girl back one way or another. If you want to make a deal, we can talk, but not until you hand her over first. Otherwise, I've got permission from my butler friend to send you all straight to Adios. Don't think I won't do it. Hold on a minute, Jeffrey. The Desire I know would never stoop to something this low. Not my criminal organization, no! Put the gun down before you do anything we'll all regret, please. We'd never do something like this. Don't make me laugh. You don't know the first thing about us. Listen, I got you in the gang for one reason and one reason only. Because you made for a handy, expendable pawn. You know what? You did good putting this rich brat up to this. Better than I expected, really. I owe you one, so I'll tell you what. You can leave our gang right now. If you're so queasy about getting your hands dirty. How about it? You can't be serious, Jeffrey. Tell me you're lying. I looked up to you. I thought you were badass. Quit your sniveling already. This is the longest fucking quest on planet Earth. Eddie! Back to business. Where were we? Letting the girl go free. I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. Last time I checked, you weren't in a position to be making demands of us. Far as we are concerned, this chick is just a pile of used bait now. You want to push your luck? I like how his shirt is just a skull on it. And it's got like fucking word art. Blood! We shall go ahead and hand over the briefcase. All we ask is that you return the young lady to us unharmed. Yeah, you got my word. Step forward nice and slowly. Any sudden movement and I blow her brains out. Stop right there. Leave the case on the ground and go straight back. I'll only let her go if you do. Now comes the tricky part. There's no way he hands her over quietly. We already agreed that Rumsfeld would go in and rescue her while I held these idiots back. The question is what to do about the money. The safest thing would be to prioritize her safety and let the cash go. That'd be 10 million Mira down the drain. Hardly chump change. On the flip side, Rumsfeld and I could trust Eddie with the case and focus on rescuing the girl. What to do? I feel like I trust Eddie with it. I feel like it'd be funny. I'm gonna trust Eddie to keep the money safe. You're damn right I did. Now it's your turn. Hand her over now. No law chumps here. Fuck the law. You think after netting this much cash doing nothing, I'm just gonna let her go? I'd have to be stupider than you. Amazing. A few measly little threats were enough to convince you to part ways with 10 million Mira. You're one of a damn kind. We'll be holding on to her for the time being. Better start scrounging up some more Mira for the next ransom. Too damn predictable. Hey buddy, wanna clear your name and do something good for once? Think fast! Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! Huh? Oh, this thing's heavy! Think you can scam us out of our dough, do you? Give it here, Eddie. I'm not letting Desire get a single coin. Wrong choice, buddy. I gave you a chance. Now go say hi to Adios, dipshit. Oops. Eddie! My lady, over here! Is he dead? What the hell are you idiots doing? Oh, he's right there. Don't blame me, boss. That old dick's stronger than he looks. Never thought they'd put up this much of a fight. The numbers are on our side. It's 5 on 2. Or should I say 1. Famous or not, you're still just a single Spriggan flying solo. I'd love to see you take on all of us. You think I work solo, huh? I got bad news for you, pal. Arkride Solutions is expanding these days. Everyone, are you okay? Your fun's over now that we're here. Now it's 5 on 4, though I do believe it's fair to say the balance of power has tipped in the other direction. All of which is to say thank you for coming to our aid. Some reinforcements. You've got chicks with you. We still got the edge. Come on, Jeffrey, let's get him. No, we're pulling out. What? You heard me. I said we're pulling out. Are you smart? You heard him, boys. Time to scram. Don't think you've won, jackass. I'll make you regret crossing us. Well, that was a surprising turn of events. I half expected them to press their luck and come in swinging. Guess Desire's got some brains after all, especially in that fearless leader of theirs. That's not the important thing right now. I can't believe I actually got shot back there. Ow! Eddie, Rumsfeld needs first aid right away. Can you help him? Certainly, my lady. Let me help too. Was he shot in the leg or something? He'll be fine. Probably. Good work, everyone. Sorry, my face was itching. We got a lot done today. And between rescuing Berzelia and patching up Eddie, he's not completely out of the woods. I've got a hunch those goons are gonna have it out for him after what he pulled. I took the liberty of tipping the cops off about this whole mess so they can keep him on their radar. At least you live to see another day thanks to our little hostage's quick thinking, kid. Eddie did nothing wrong. Are you sure about that? He was tricked by all the rest of them. How could I not help? Even managed to save the money. Thank you so much for everything, Eddie. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. What I said was terrible. It's okay. I understand. I'm the one who ought to be apologizing here. Sorry I put you through that nightmare. I can't tell you how glad I am that you're okay. It's nice to see the two of you make amends. That's amazing. We'll cover the cost of his care. It's the least we can do to repay him for what he's done. Looks like you can handle things from here, then. Unless you need anything else, I think we're going to bounce. Again, Mr. Arkwright, everyone, thank you for your assistance. I cannot begin to tell you just how grateful I am to have you on our side.
That takes care of that.
That took like 40 minutes.
Looks good to me.
God damn. I got 1 SP. I got less SP than I should have. Whatever. Fucking Gray Plus. I was hoping it'd be Chaos. I didn't really even like that side quest very much. That was kind of boring. Lame. So lame.
Adjusting magic attacks.
Super lame, omega lame. Why are these...
Battle finished. Now processing data.
I thought these things were lower level. Alright.
Time to depart.
Time for another 2.5 hours of quests. Get excited.
Fair.
Or go to bed. I wouldn't blame you. Over there. Oh, this is the fucking monster. You know what? I can fight a monster real quick. I'm okay with that.
I eagerly await your performance.
Charge attack available.
It's at least a change of
Well
pace.
finished. We did exemplary work.
Did I say paste? I love eating paste. Where do I need to go? It's that? Yeah, I'm just gonna, like,
Here goes.
ignore the monsters? Yeah. You sure the monster one won't progress the story or anything? Will it? It seemed like a regular quest. I mean, I'll save just in case.
This could get tricky with so many.
Yeah, because this was just on the board.
Take care. That's above an A-level threat.
Are we sure? This is an A-level threat?
Let's make the first move.
I just want some craft points. It's the only reason I'm fighting these things.
Good work, guys.
Okay, so it's over here, whatever this is. I'm hoping I just, like, can fight it on the normal battlefield here.
The help was much appreciated. Glad that worked out okay.
Dang, 2? Yeah, I don't think this is story. The fearsome foe is prowling around. Nice hit, idiot. How does I want to go about this?
Cypher activate.
A boost would work here.
Fairy needs craft points.
Going all in.
Where is... Oh, you know what? I left Aaron behind. That's right. I forgot.
Keep it up. It's working. I won't lose.
You're weak to earth and wind. Oh, you know what?
Activating drop.
This can do some damage too.
Here I go.
A chance for a shard boost.
Ember Cracker, they are weak to this.
Working.
Man, why you gotta do this to me? You're fucking killing me here, you know that?
Here goes. Brace yourself.
Figured I might as well. Okay, cataract wave.
Activating drive. Zypha, activate.
That's not what I wanted to do quite yet.
Initiating drive.
Hell you are!
Initiating drive.
Let's go down.
Okay.
Flinched. Here goes. There.
It's not what I meant to do. Okay, that's what I wanted. 'Cause this hits a shitload.
Here I go.
Activating skill.
And then I don't have enough for a second one?
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Whatever, they're dead.
Mr. Arkwright.
One of them is dead. Why does that one in the back have so much goddamn health? What's going on here?
Blades protect us. No. You won't get away with this.
I'm annoyed. Now I'm irritated. Why didn't the other ones die?
Sucker! Here goes. Time for
Just fucking kill them, please. No, it's still alive. Yeah, I'm turning up speed boost. I'm not in the mood.
have some more! Have some more!
Reset.
Energy out. Activating skill.
There we go. Mr. Arkwright. A chance.
No, die, please.
More!
I won't let this
Activating skill.
Have some more!
Please. Thank you.
Nice. Moving on up.
Rapid eruption.
Stats upgraded. Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Okay, let's see if this advances the story.
Deposit confirmed.
Why is nothing chaos? Your Zypha's ring. God, is it story? Oh, come on. I swear I've seen this number before.
What's up, Arkwright? Heard you had a bad time in Tharbad.
It might be fine. Not you.
Aw, what do you mean, not you? You're gonna make me cry.
Can you blame me for being wary? You people are always hovering over me and judging how I choose to handle my work. Plus, I have a sinking feeling you're only calling to bring trouble to my doorstep again.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, this job's a toughie for sure. I'll cut to the chase. Would you mind coming with me to the 13th?
The 13th? Surely you don't need me to spell out what that means. You strike me as the kind of guy who'd drop by there a lot. No comment. I'm curious. What business do you have there? Nothing major. It's not exactly a place I fit in, especially as of late. I figured I'd ask you if you could tag along. Help a guy out, will ya? You win. You owe me after this, though. Why isn't this voiced? I don't know, ask Nisa. Want to meet up with the C3 area? Don't feel like you need to rush if you've got other business to take care of. I can keep myself busy while I wait. I think that was only happening because I did 2 of the 3 quests, technically. What did he want? Nothing much. Don't worry about it. I guess I'll head over once I've wrapped up the other work. Choosing call it a day from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. Okay, not doing that.
Off we go.
I think I need to go to the... It's green now.
Then let's head over.
He seems like fun.
Bullet can change your fate.
So convenient
Catch a revival
nowadays.
showing of the smash hit Wolf's Requiem.
Are you Chaos Boy? Are you Stefan? Stefan, the guy who wrote that request? We are with Arkwright Solutions. You really came. Thank goodness, I was worried you wouldn't even see my request. You know what I've noticed since I switched to this new browser? Well, it's not new, but this not Google Chrome browser. While I'm playing this game, OBS isn't lagging out to shit. I'm not dropping nearly as many frames, and like my audio meter doesn't stutter anymore. It's really interesting. Thank goodness. I was worried you wouldn't even see my request. Acknowledges France as a country. I did no such thing. You mentioned worrying about the safety of your father? He got himself caught up in a suspicious-sounding new religion. Oh, I forgot about this, yeah. What he chooses to believe is his own choice, of course, but I haven't been able to get in touch with him for some time now. That's why I'd like to see if you can try and find out if he's alright or not. I'm redeeming your acknowledgement. Do it. No. Nightbot, help me! I'm gonna ban the word France. Feels like that's what most people in your position would try to do. I have mixed feelings in the whole situation, to be honest. That religion in particular. It hasn't been all bad on us. Or him, really. Have you heard about them? They're called Libra Domina. Never heard of it, no. Nor have I. Its fundamental belief are largely the same as those of the Seption Church. They worship Adios, for one. But on top of that, they also are based heavily on the concept of karma. Doing good deeds brings rewards, while bad ones do the opposite. Obtain maximum Kalipas. Doesn't sound so bad to me. As I said, it's actually done a lot of good for him. My father was kind of a terrible person before he joined them, you see. He refused to work, and would spend all his time either gambling or drinking himself silly. Mom got tired of it, and they eventually divorced. I didn't see him after that. Not until recently. We finally met him again. It was like he was a totally different person. A friend of his apparently recommended he join the church, which he did. And the church put him back on the right track. Pretty much. He's become a really hard worker and dropped both drinking and gambling. He's shown regret from turning his back on his family all the time, too. Can't say it's all bad. I'm partially happy he joined, actually. Can't shake this anxiety. I feel the more about What have you heard about them? Once people join the church, they start trying to convince anyone and everyone to join too. Okay, that's normal. It's church things. Recruiting more members is considered one of the good deeds I mentioned earlier. It lets you level up as a person. I've heard that those who donate particularly large sums of mira are given special blessings by the religion's guru. Still normal. My father's hoping that if he does enough good deeds, he'll be able to bring our family back together. Nothing wrong with wanting to do good deeds, yeah? I'm not too sure about the recruitment and donations. The Arusha who I believe in has no interest in those things. Give Jesus your money. Right now. So that's why you were worried. Yes, I mean, what if it's just the tip of the iceberg? What if there are worse things happening behind the closed doors that I don't know about? So could I ask you to go check on him? This really is more fit for us than the guild or the core. Cops! What should we do? The core! The core! Should we take on the job? Yes. Sure, we'll take your job on. With that settled, next step is figuring out where... You said a friend of your dad's is the one that convinced him to join the church, yeah? That's right. His name's Carson. I remember hearing that he's usually in the Riverside District at this time of day. Around the Terrace area, specifically. I think most people that want to join the religion or have any sort of interest in it go through him. Good start as any. Alright, let's head to Riverside and see if we can find this Carson. Leave the rest to us. We'll let you know of anything useful. We should go ahead and make our way to the terrace now.
You
go
have my
now.
support, Mr. Arkwright.
Now. Go now. I thought there was another drunk dude for a second.
Time to depart.
Now then.
It looks like the person my client told me about. You're Carson, yeah? Stefan told me to come to you. Eye itches. Stop it. Yes, you know Walton's son, then. I'm Carson, yes. I'm pleased to know you have an interest in our activities. Allow me to explain. Libera Domina. Domina. Liberal Dominoes. Yeah, about that. We were kind of hoping we could hear about all this from Stefan's dad, you know? Walton, I mean. Unfortunately, Walton is currently busy with religious service. What kind of religious service? Walton hasn't been able to make his teeths lately, I believe. He's helping out with services to the church, after all. Teeths and good deeds both pave the road to a virtuous life. If you would allow me to explain our faith to you, I will. Do you wish to join the Libera Domina faith? I'm intrigued, at least. Of course, I can imagine you'll need to experience the wonder of our beliefs first. As it happens, though, you are, in fact, quite fortunate. You see, we're scheduled to soon hold the Ceremony of Purifying Scales. The Ceremony of Purifying Scales? What's that? To start with, I should make clear that Libera in our faith's name is the same as Libra of the Scales. All is made equal by scales. Heart scales. Teach your Pokemon new moves. Judgment is passed in the ceremony. Good shall be repaid with good, and evil shall be repaid in evil. Uh-huh. So that's the particular flavor of your faith. So then what should happen when the scales tip? For those who have done much good, our guru will grant them a blessing. For one who's done little good or one who's done too much evil, our religious leader hands down divine punishment. Don't like the sound of that. What does this divine punishment of yours entail? Should it be called for, they will be forced to even the scales with their own blood. One moment. With their blood? How exactly? Oh, we kill them. I'm not sure myself. After all, I've never done an evil deed in my life, so I'm not privy to the details. You need not worry about it. As long as you earn your good deeds by preaching and teething. Teething? You shouldn't have cause to meet such a fate. Jaeger Corps can be pretty hard on people who break the rules too, but I don't know. This feels totally different. I don't like it. Come to think of it, Walton is probably partaking in the gathering too. Busy as he might be with service, joining the ritual is the duty of all believers. We'll take you up on that offer to see the ritual then. Teething. True toy. Might be a good way to figure out if we want to join your faith or not. Of course, I'm thrilled to hear you're interested. The ceremony of purifying scales should be starting momentarily, in fact. The site is a sacred place, suitable for freeing and purifying the souls of the people. Riverside's concert hall, of course, which we have reserved for our use. If you don't mind, I'll head over there now so I can inform the receptionist that you'll be coming. Sure, thanks. The Libra and Domina feel much more dangerous than I first thought they would be. The silver lining is that it sounds like our client's father is still well. I hope we'll be able to find him at this meeting. Nothing we can do except roll with the punches. Did sound like everyone would turn up, though. Y'all be careful when we're there. A mistake could turn an entire room of disciples into enemies. Don't know what we're going on about with the concert hall being sacred or whatever. Anyway, let's stop these weirdos.
Yummy!
Yummy! Hello again. I've been waiting for you. I've spoken to the receptionist about your wish to observe our ceremony. It'll begin momentarily. Are you ready? No. We're good. Show us in. Come with me. I wonder if there's a hidden quest here. There probably is somewhere. I'll have to look around after this. Goddess Adios, we offer our gratitude on this holy day. I've done so many good deeds, I'm guaranteed a blessing. Glory to Libra Domino. New to Domino's Pizza, we introduce Hatsune Miku. I already kind of regret coming here. It's so overwhelming. This new collaborative app was produced. I'll excuse myself now. May our guru bless you all. Yeah, thanks. Goodness, they are certainly passionate. They sure are. Might be new and all, but I get the feeling they're gonna be a big pain in the ass at this rate. Honestly, I'd be out the door already, but we gotta find our client's father first. I believe I've located him. The man over there might be him. He matches the description. That confirms he's alive, at least. What do we do now? Everyone, let us offer our prayers of gratitude for this day guided by the scales. We shall drink the blood of our... Oh dear, Adios, goddess of the sky. We thank you for this day of salvation. Very well then. In the name of Adios, I hereby proclaim the beginning of the ceremony of purifying scales. We shall correct the injustices that have been left untouched, for right and wrong, and purify our chaotic world. More like mindless drones than people here. Should we follow along as well? We're just observers, remember? Don't gotta do anything yet. I get creeped the hell out anyway, just thinking about acting like them. Me too. I feel like even just imitating them would be an offense to Arusha. Let us begin by rewarding those whose scales tip heavy with good deeds. Followers Carson and Dolly, please step forward. Your worthy teeth and deeds in attracting new followers have caught the eye of our goddess. Therefore, I grant you both the title of Honorary Evangelist. Evangelist, may both of you be a role model for all followers of our faith. Honorary Evangelist? I'm hardly worthy of such a great honor. I'll dedicate my whole life to proving myself worthy of such a title. That's the same Carson we were speaking to before, yes? At least he looks happy, but with the donation and recruitments. I feel like your classic pyramid scheme in here. To continue forward, it's time to punish those whose scales tip heavy with evil deeds. Follower Walton and the two transgressors from the other day, please step up. There's Mr. Walton. Who does he mean by transgressors? This is going from bad to worse. First, the transgressors. Though followers of your faith you may be, you are insincere. You consider us deviants, going so far as to report us to the authorities. Violating the teachings of Adios is a sin heavier than any other. Therefore, I shall hand down your deserved divine punishment in her place. This is like the first example of, like, Adios extremists, I think, that we've seen. Interesting. Oh, hey, look, there's another bot. Hi, bot. Screw you, you crazy cultist. You're a madman. The bots are trying to evade, like, being detected. With, like, keywords, I think, because they're starting to put, like... They used an underlined letter in the word best from best viewers. Tricky little things, them bots. I just stopped by for the hell of it. I'm so done with this. Let us go. And you, follower Walton, stand to receive the goddess' divine punishment as well. I'm well aware that my teeths are insufficient and I failed to do enough good deeds. I've been trying very hard to serve the faith by handing out flyers and recruiting people. I will serve as best as I possibly can. I beg for a merciful judgment. You admit your failure at doing enough good deeds, but fail to acknowledge all the evil burdens you carry with you. You continue to fail to take responsibility for your past. Were you not a drinker and a gambler? One that neglected his family while at it. Your lack of good deeds and the heavy weight of your evil deeds tip the goddess' scales ever away from her favor. That can't be! I thought that by repeating and dedicating myself to my faith, my sins would go away and I'd be able to return to my family. That would only be possible if you'd even the scales with good deeds. Dare you object the goddess' judgment? No. You needn't fear. Divine punishment as it may be, our sacred ritual will cleanse you from your sins. Open your arms wide to your judgment. I shall observe your last moments myself. Are they actually gonna fucking kill him? Now away with you three! With today's judgments, Idios' scales find themselves ever once more. May you all continue with your good deeds evermore, so the goddess may acknowledge you. Glory to Libra Domina! Domina! Praise to Libra Domina! Dominos. This is utterly beyond the pale. Letting a religious movement like this stand is a threat to everyone. It makes me feel sick. Let's bounce before Carson gets back. Let's chase after our client's father and the rest. Van's team managed to sneak out of the concert hall without being noticed by Carson. When they got outside, they saw the guru boarding a luxury sedan driven by a Libra Domina follower. They also saw Walton and the two transgressors being forced into a second car. Van approached the leader as they were climbing into the cars, managing to slip something onto him unseen. Did you attach something to the guru's clothes? Was it a transmitter? That's the kind of thing you hear about in spy novels and such. You got it. Bit of an older model, really, but it's the same grade used by foreign intelligence divisions and such. Got it through some, let's say, less than legal means. Been waiting for a while to get the chance to use it. It will send its signal straight to Azifa. Let's report back to our client first. Gotta make sure he's aware that we found his dad. Allow me to make the report then. Go for it. Let's hurry, gang. Van and company got into their own car and soon started following the signal. Soon after the transmitter stopped, they arrived at the last place they could trace its signal. They've gone underground. It's quite the ideal place for any illicit activities if going undetected is your goal. Let's get after them, or we're gonna lose them. Right. They're actually gonna bring him underground to fucking kill him. Now this is a good side quest. I was worried this might happen. The tracker's so old that its signal is too weak to accurately follow underground like this. Should we split up and see if we can find them? Wait one moment. The transmitter's orbital waves are faint, but it is possible to detect them. If I use Marduk's search software, I should be able to pinpoint the transmitter's rough location. You can do that? It worked. The transmitter is currently north of us and moving farther into the ruins. You did it! That's amazing! You're really earning your keep, huh? Let's get moving. Right. Didn't I have the option to leave Blue Lady behind earlier? And take Aaron with me instead? Man. The bad should be doing this quest without her. Although realistically, it probably wouldn't make a single difference whatsoever.
I do hope everyone is home.
Let's get to work.
I actually one-shot these things.
worked out okay?
I thought I leveled up from that for a second.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
I just want like a couple of craft points.
Praise Arusha and the flames.
Just like a little bit. It's so close. Do you see it? It's almost full.
Next turn. Let's keep moving ahead.
Let's get to work.
That item pickup noise reminds me of
I do hope everyone is well.
Kingdom Hearts. Gorge. How fucking deep is this? See, I could have just teleported there. Oh well.
I eagerly await your performance. Glad that worked out okay.
I guess a solid 2 experience.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
It seems like I actually have been getting craft points out of this.
Suggesting magic attacks. Charge attack available. Now processing data.
Here I go.
Honestly, she doesn't really need them. Yeah. Actually, Fairy.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead.
Fairy needs them the most just because hers is, like, more folding than blue.
So many. The help was much appreciated.
She already full?
Here goes.
Alright, fine. Blue time.
Magic attacks recommended. I eagerly await your performance. Battle finished. We did exemplary work.
She's like almost there. I could wait, no, I can't. I cannot respawn them.
How
Wait, no, I
very
can.
Soothing.
I thought I couldn't.
How very soothing.
Is it worth it? Why does it not look like the monsters respawned? No, not worth it. They are too fucking far away. Too far away. This is one of Giacomo's old hideouts. Giacomo. There's a funny coincidence. We ain't got time to waste. We're going in. Several minutes before... You son of a bitch. What are we even doing here? You can shove your divine punishment up your ass. Adios, please forgive me for my sins. The purification ritual before the ceremony is now complete. Now I shall summon a servant of the goddess to deliver your punishment. Oh, one of her 6 hands, bless us with your presence. It's this octopus thing again. That's no servant of the goddess, that's a monster! I can't believe it. I will admit that as much as I tried to make this seem like a legitimate church, this part straddles the line of believability. Unfortunately, this is the only powerful monster the artifact is capable of summoning, so I fear it will have to do. It's a little nightmare to control, I'll have you know. It refuses to do what I tell it unless it gets fed in a timely manner. What's the meaning of this? Have you been deceiving us, Father? Not at all. I never expected anyone to really believe my lies. You just happened to be gullible enough to do so. Besides, when I said I would send you to meet your maker, I very much meant it. This is exactly where you will be going. Can't believe it. Is this the end for us? Is an apology what you want? I'll apologize all you want, so please! Octopus hungry. Sorry, Stefan. I'm sorry, dear. Forgive me for my stupidity. Good job outing yourself, you shady bastard. I sure didn't expect you to have an artifact, though. Where'd you get your hands on that thing? Who are you? I know you. You were at the ceremony earlier. You got us. We're Arkride Solutions. And the son of one of these fine gents asked us to come investigate you. You're looking at me. Stefan sent you? Indeed. He wanted to know if you were safe and nothing more. However, now that we know you are in danger, we cannot turn a blind eye. Move behind us, everyone. You shouldn't know that we recorded what you said earlier. I was disgusted by what I heard, too. You talk of good deeds, and yet it's all just a scheme to make you money. If that wasn't bad enough, now you're treating their lives like playthings. What are you even trying to do? You said it yourself. All I care about is getting rich. All I had to do was dream up a plausible-sounding church and flex my acting chops a little, and the mirror just flowed right in. I stumbled on this artifact by complete coincidence. But it lets me get rid of anyone who stands in my way. I'm more than happy to keep using it. I can't picture a better enterprise than this one. Maybe it's partially true that people shouldn't have fallen for your lies, and wanting to earn money isn't a bad thing in itself, but you're abusing the goddess's name, and your way of earning is just so shameless and scummy that you don't deserve to get away with it. You're free to think whatever you want because you'll be carrying those feelings to the grave in a few minutes. Go forth, divine messenger. You will be punishing them first. Octopus monster. Alright. We're taking him down. I was a little worried that I was going to have to, like, protect the NPCs. This thing has a lot of health, actually.
Some elements look effective.
I don't know, I feel like Tiamat was cooler
Activating skill.
in Final Fantasy.
Miss Alphayed.
Alphayed.
Activating skill.
I'm just gonna attack it regularly. When did it get strength down? That might have been Fairy. I almost called her Fee. Okay, let's just like get started with singular boosting of the S. Because I see the plus right there. Ow!
I won't hold back.
Initiating
I was
drive.
gonna heal with her. Or attack with her. I probably should have done that instead. What is it weak to? Earth and wind.
Activating skill.
Have some more. Like hell you are.
Okay,
Pull out all the stops.
Initializing drive.
Thanks, pal. Here goes.
I don't know how long the S boost actually lasts.
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter removed.
Okay, did that plus count? I don't think so, no. I thought it might. Oh well, that's unfortunate.
Going all in.
Energy output at max. Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter.
Yeah, let's just fuck it up.
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter removed. Activating skill. Boost gauge
Did it get a
limiter-
turn? I feel like the chain didn't continue like I wanted it to, you know?
Time for the main
Also, this is apparently a crit,
all you on your
which that was pretty cool.
Activating skill.
Sick follow-up. Not really, but, you know, it's nice. It's trying to blind me, which is hilarious. Bye, Anyas.
chance.
It's so close to being dead, I don't care. Just kill it. Oh, was that a U material plus? I think it was. Are you alright, Father? I'm fine. I never imagined my pet would be defeated. Now we can finally talk for real. That thing was tough, but now you've lost. It's time for you to admit it and let everyone go. As long as I have this flute, I will never lose. Get back up. You haven't wiped the floor with them for me. What was that sound? Was it from the ceiling or the flute? I think it was both. That's bad. They're both at their limit. If he blows that flute again, it's gonna break and the monster's gonna go berserk. Which is gonna make the crack in the ceiling even bigger. That'll bring the entire thing down. Should I finish off the monster before that can happen? Or try and warn the con man priest, even if he's probably not gonna listen? I mean, I'll just kill it. Chaos! I've got no time to stress over this. I'm gonna have to finish the monster. No, you don't! Chaos option lost? What do you mean? Was that the wrong one? How could this happen? Killing the monster wasn't chaos? That felt like it was chaos. How could this happen? No! How does it still have this much strength left? It's more formidable than I thought. We're short on time here. What do you mean? Get the other guys out of the room. I'll handle the monster on my own. Please be careful. Here I go. I hope this works. I have to fight it alone? Oh. That's fun. Oh, it's got delay.
Bring it on.
It's got a sixth of the health at least. Which is nice.
Over here. All for you.
Warning him was because Van mentioned that he's going to ignore what Van would say, screwing him over. Oh, so that's interesting. All right.
Here goes. Got your number. A chance.
This is back attack bonus. I think this counts as back attack. See, it says delay, and then it just like gets its turn anyway. I'm just saying, I feel like I don't know, I feel a little cheated, you know. Subconsciously a loss simp. I hate everything.
Bring it on.
Probably should have done that earlier. That was a close one. I don't think the ceiling will hold much longer either way, though. I better hurry on out of here. I don't know, killing the monster felt like the reckless thing to do. I can't believe this is happening. I was supposed to be invincible as long as I had that flute. Almost forgot to tell you. Oh, where did that come from? Almost forgot about you. Fine, I'll drag you out of here, too. Not a moment too soon, huh? I had no idea the ceiling was about to collapse. I'm amazed you realized, Van. So is that room just gone now? More than anything, I'm glad everyone's alright. I couldn't agree more. Regardless, we're gonna need to take this con man into robes. This con man in robes into custody. Should we hand him over to the police where we get back to the surface? It seems a bit much for us to handle on our own. I think that's the best plan. As for you, we got somewhere else to take you. Does that mean... I'm glad you're okay, Dad. You look like you lost a bit of weight since I last saw you, though. Maybe I did. Sorry for worrying you, son. I was just so desperate to get our family back together. The church gave me hope that I might, and I foolishly clung to it. After everything, I was led astray again. I'm so ashamed. I still have work to do before I'm the man I want to be. If anything, it's good to see you being so honest with yourself. Don't worry, I'm here to support you through it all. We'll improve together, no matter how long it takes. Stefan, thank you. It's nice seeing a happy ending. I can't thank you enough. Nor can I. I shudder to think what could have happened if you hadn't come in to help when you did. Thank you so much. Just doing my job. The Guru and his accomplices have been arrested. It's certain it's only a matter of time before the police dismantle the church itself. And the police said they would help with the care of anyone feeling the shock of the events that happened. Now you can do your best not to cause any more trouble. You got my word on that. I think it's about time we let you get back to work. Once more, thank you and take care. Sure, same to you.
All in a day's work.
Is it over finally? I like that one. I'm a little mad that I picked the wrong thing, but you know, it's it sucks, dude. God damn it. One a day. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. That's really all I wanted was the extra time points, so I can,
Here's your schedule.
I guess Judith. Van decided to pay a visit to the bookstore in Tyrell District and browse through their section on films. This publisher works fast. Already got something out of that Tharbed Film Festival. Let's see what they say about it. Yep. They were definitely there and watching the entrance. Check it out, another special on Nina Fenley. That chick's on a roll lately. I mean, why wouldn't she be? She stole Judith Lannister's crown as Best Actress in the festival. She's got to be the hottest actress in Zemuria right now. Guess it's now Nina's time to be in the spotlight. Not that I'll stop liking Judith or anything, of course, but you know what I mean. Hell yeah, man. No one keeps the action sexy like her. Is that who I think it is? I thought she was wearing her fucking, cat face mask for a second. I mean, who is this? Never seen her before. No time to waste. Time to watch another. You're watching the same movie again? That's gotta be the third time now. Huh? What the heck? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing coming to this theater and watching your own movie over and over again? Is that what she's doing? Don't you think that's kinda... Shush! Don't you say another word. This isn't a good place to talk. Follow me. The coast is clear. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what would have happened if people in that theater knew I was there? It'd be chaos. You're the one who blared your horn. I'm trying to keep my voice down so only you could hear me. If people were gonna notice you, it wouldn't have been because of me. Well, you still... Why is her hair freaking out? Anyway, you didn't answer... Ah, yes, my hair, too, phases through my extremities. You didn't answer my question. Why all the repeat viewings of your own movies? You that much of a narcissist? Who said I was a narcissist? It's nothing like that. Look, I get it. We all go through that phase at some point in our lives. It's perfectly normal for you to get a kick how hot you look in the mirror when you're going through puberty. Though, thought you were a little old for that, though. I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. What do you mean old? I'm younger than you. I'll take your word for it then. So what's it you're doing? Some kind of weird hobby? It's not a hobby. I didn't come here to watch the movie. I came here to watch the audience. The audience? Like, to bask in their adoration as they watch you strut your stuff? Well, damn, girl. You're an even bigger narcissist than I thought. Gotta hand it to you. It takes a special kind of person to go through that much trouble to have their ego massaged. Props. Now you're just trying to piss me off, aren't you? You figured it out already. Here, I was hoping I'd get a couple more selge out of that. You could at least pretend to be a little sorry. I swear talking to you is bad for my mental health. Okay, real talk, I'm guessing you were here to gauge the audience reaction to your work. More or less. Although I'm mostly looking for some specific things. When I come on the screen, I pay attention how the people around me are reacting. Whether they laugh, cry, whether they're let down, stuff like that. You can laugh, you can cry. It gives me a good barometer of how well my acting is landing with people, so I can see where maybe I need to improve going forward. You don't say. I didn't realize you did so much homework between shoots. I don't do it just to study their reactions either. I also do it to put things into perspective for myself, I guess you'd put it. What if the cinema is filled with the sound of zippers? Not sure I follow. When I'm filming something, obviously I like to think that the final product's going to come out just like the director intended. But audiences don't always see what we see in the same way. They might hate something you felt confident about. They might love something you didn't even put all that much work into. They might feel it's shallow and pedantic, that it insists upon itself. Some people might chalk it up to just differences in taste or perspective, but that feels like such a waste when there's so much you can learn. Unlike what you might think, we don't make movies just to satisfy ourselves. We want audiences to be moved, maybe even inspired by them. Also, we want to make as much money as humanly possible. You can't improve your craft as an actor unless you take the time to sit down and figure out where you and your audience don't see eye to eye. At least, that's what I sincerely feel. You put more thought into your work than I expected. I always figured you were just riding the wave of your success all the way to the bank. Idios, you sound just like my mom and Grammy. What on Zemuria makes you think I'm anything like that? It's a very non-pulchritudinous mindset, Judith. You're telling me that it's actually, like, a good thing to try to put effort into the stuff that you create, instead of being this mega conglomerate called Disney that just makes Star Wars schlock and then cancels it after one season because nobody liked it? I was trying to give you a compliment, I swear. Interesting to know your family gives you that same sort of grief, though. Pretend you didn't hear that. I'm impressed you can discern people's faces so much inside of a dark movie theater. Is that one of the perks from your side hustle? It gives you cat vision at night? No, it's because of the... I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who does this woman think she's fooling? It's not just Disney making schlock given the Borderlands movie? Didn't Borderlands 4 get announced, like, today? Or yesterday? They're already trying to, like, push the movie under the rug like it doesn't exist. You know, like everybody's talking about the movie, and then they're just like...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Is this sort of field research something you've always done since becoming an actress? I used to do it a lot back in the day, but the last 2 or 3 years, not so much. These days, as soon as I wrap up one film, it's immediately on to the next shoot. Between that and my other occupation, I hardly have time for it now. But you had some free time for once and decided to do it for old time's sake. Had it? More like had to make it for myself. I had to turn down every offer for shooting and interviews in order to make this happen. That determined, huh? It's not just that I missed it and wanted to do it. The festival made me realize I need to start stepping up my game. Because you had the award for Best Actress taken from under your nose? Pretty much. Nina has such incredible talent for an actress her age. I knew she might catch up to me sooner or later, but I didn't remotely expect it to happen this soon. I get how that might be a shock to you, but it's just one film festival. Do you really need to be so hung up on the results? Her winning the award doesn't take away from the caliber of your own acting. Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem are both huge, incredibly entertaining films. Most reviews had them neck and neck when it came to the quality of their acting and their sheer level of polish. I appreciate the pep talk, but I don't want to give myself excuses for what happened. At the end of the day, I lost out. Those are the facts, plain and simple. If I don't always knock audiences and the judges off their feet with my acting, then I'm not doing the absolute best that I can. Spoken like a true actress who's earned her spot as the queen of the industry. When I first got to see the real her, I thought I'd regret ever being a fan. Maybe I don't have anything to worry about after all. You got something else to say? You want to say to me? Anyway, let's not get off topic. But how did you see through my disguise in the theater? I know it wasn't the most elaborate thing in the world, but I was pretty confident I wouldn't get caught. I probably only noticed because I heard a couple of guys talking about you right before I saw you. If I hadn't, I doubt I would have given you the time of day. What were they discussing? Nothing big. Just how things went for you at the film festival. From the way they were talking, those awards, or lack of, I guess, don't seem to have done anything to diminish your fan base. I know I can still count myself as part of it. Oh. Good to know. Dude, he's in? Dude, he's in? Before, the Borderlands dev CEO was gaslighting people to try and think it's good and to give it a chance. Aren't people also, like, riffing on them because Borderlands 4 is coming to Steam, and I think like the developers at one point were like, Steam is dead and it sucks and we're never using it again? What happened, developers? What happened to the Epic Game Store developers? What happened? Little Nightmares 3 was talked about along with Borderlands 4. Don't you worry. Next time a film festival comes rolling around, I'll be standing at the top of that winner's podium where I belong. Until then, I'm going back to basics and honing my acting so that it's much better. You'll see. Good luck with that. I'll be watching. Are they done now? Afterward, Van escorted Judith to the subway on her way back home. From there, he resumed his patrol around town. Is it done?
Maybe you're not so bad after all.
Oh, the quest's over? Can I stop reading now? I'm so fucking delirious right now. You have no idea, dude. Help me. I've been awake for like 26 hours. Dude, somebody help me. That's not true. I slept for an hour and a half today.
One bullet can change your fate.
It was not very useful to me. I probably would have gotten more mileage out of that time just being awake and doing other things. Turn the screen upside down, it helps. Why is this blue? What does blue mean? I don't remember what blue means. You came just at the right time. Oh, no! Oh, no. Looking to shove more work onto us? We wanted to ask you about something. Your rank continues to swell, I see. My name is Rosette Twinings. I'm a concierge for the Marduk Company. I'm currently on long-term loan to Arkwright Solutions. I hope to support Mr. Arkwright to the best of my abilities for the remainder of my contract. It's a pleasure to meet you. Long-term loan? From the Marduk? My PC's dying again. Why? What is it about this fucking, like... I don't know. Still not a single frame dropped. It was seriously Google Chrome making my PC run like shit? That is hilarious. I hate that fucking browser. Aren't you fortunate to have such a capable and beautiful maid working for you? That's not why she's here. She's backing me up because I'm a Marduk tester, that's all. As a valued client, I aim to support and assist you in any way I'm able. Like, okay, let me, like... At the end of, like, each one of these streams, OBS had, like, skipped, like, I don't know, like 500 frames or some shit in rendering lag. I'm at 13. 13. And I think that's from me tabbing out of the game. Because when you tab out, it like makes it stutter for a second. That includes your daily life, so feel free to assign me any task you see fit. Can you not? Rosette looks the part, but I'm sure she'd be a splendid maid, too. Let's get back on topic. I wanted to ask you about what happened in Tharbad. I figured Sylphie would have told you all of the details already. She'd given us a report, but it left a lot of unanswered questions. We were hoping you could help us fill in the gaps. Like what happened when you fought Almada's leader, and how you managed to get him to retreat. Alright, shoot, I'll answer what I can. First question, are you certain that puppeteer is connected to Almada? She was one of the people who attacked Ida's core. She did say she was only connected to him, and isn't really a part of Almada. Contracted. She supposedly was part of the organization that Melchior was originally affiliated with. The two of them were just terrifying, much different from the Mafia. They got the eyes of a stone-cold killer. The both of them, real pros, I'd bet. Not that the Mafia doesn't stoop that low, but it ain't really their style. They're more the kind to beat the shit out of you and then blackmail you. Those two? No, they wouldn't do that. If the victim's not dead, then it ain't good enough. Death is their endgame. The girl's bad, but Melchior's in a class of his own. He enjoys the kill as much as toying with his prey beforehand. Perhaps the organization she and Melchior originate from is focused on assassination. I suspect I know which one, too. I suspect you are right about it. What is on my leg? I got some bad news. I have removed a leaf from my leg. There's a dead leaf stuck to my leg. And it's probably just been there for like 5 hours or some shit. It's clearly an organization separate from Almada altogether, even if it's evident that the connections between the two run deep. That's ominous. We have options available if it was just your run-of-the-mill mafia. We'll have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. How could you do this? Don't worry, I ate it. It's become a part of me now. Forever. Though it's something else that bothers me regarding Almada. Where they're getting their mirror from, I take it? Exactly. We already established that Almada uses Vegas films to spread those illegal drugs among the people in Tharbad. I don't know what it is about this camera, shot. Like, the second it changes, my GPU fan just goes... That's true. It's not something you can do without having a lot of mirror to spare. Sometimes I miss having a water-cooled system. Only sometimes, though. Could have always raised it over time via illegal means, but I don't think that's it. Oh, silly Billy, you could just get new water cooling parts for your current PC. It'll only be $6,000. I ain't got a clue what the source really is, though. I see. Either way, talking with you definitely was illuminating. Thank you for your time. I do need to dust out my PC, actually, probably. I should take care of that soon. If we learn anything else, please let the guild know. We will. The guild's cooperation is going to be vital in taking down Almada. Not that it makes sense for a little solutions agency like us to be handling something that big to begin with. If you guys learn anything, don't be stingy and let us know, too. As long as our interests align, we will. Much as I'd rather you not be involved with them in the first place. I don't want to be involved with them either. It ain't that easy when they've already got their eye on you. We won't take no for an answer. I feel like there's more to it than that. I suspect your nature wouldn't let you avert your eyes from them even if you could. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I swear. Replace the water in your water cooling system with tea. You can call it an investment. That's how I heat it up, you know? You know, my old PC, the one that I was using to stream before this current one that I have, has the same fucking fluid in it that it's had since I put it together, like back in 2017 or some shit. I should probably dump that fluid and flush it out.
It's so convenient nowadays.
It's so convenient. But also, like, I don't really feel like it. I don't really turn that PC on anymore. That's also probably bad, right? There's gonna be mold. Are there any more blues? I feel like I'm missing out on stuff now. I forgot that blue was even an option.
Taking off now.
I cannot believe that, like, a decent amount of problems was coming just from Google Chrome, though. Oh, funny story. I forgot to mention this. So yesterday, I talked about how I installed LibreWolf. I no longer have LibreWolf installed. I am instead running Firefox Nightly now. Because apparently LibreWolf is one of those browsers that's like, it doesn't keep you logged into things, and it doesn't keep your history or your pinned tabs or any. It just resets every time you close and open it. And people are like, oh yeah, you can modify it. You have to create, like, you have to go into it and like recompile it after changing a config file.
So in love with this brand.
And then you gotta recompile it, and I just instantly did not fucking feel like doing that.
Heading to the objective.
So I just installed Firefox Nightly. I like to have two separate browsers, like one for personal use and one for streaming, you know? I can't let them see what's open in my Twitter tabs. Can't let them see. You should drink it. It's filled with so much plastic particles, metal flakes, it's bound to be tasty. Not only that, it's an aluminum water cooling system, so it's probably corroded to shit, too. EK doesn't make those anymore. Although, realistically, I'm not sure EK is going to be making much of anything anytime soon, because I think they're being sued right now for not paying anyone anything. Good job, EK.
Taking off now.
You don't have to hide that you use Pixiv Unfiltered on your Opera GX browser. That's the other thing, is like all of these like alternative browsers are all Chromium crap. And I think Chromium is just kind of dog shit with performance in general, so I don't know. Like I'm running this Firefox Nightly, which is a developer branch. Everybody shut the fuck up. I'm running a developer version of an I almost said OS. I am so tired right now. I'm running a fucking, like, developer branch of a web browser, and it runs 1,000 times smoother than Chrome ever did. And then everybody's like, try Brave! Yes, I like to have the crypto miner on the PC. What are you doing in here?
Understood.
Right.
Her head is very large. That was rude. I don't know why I said that. Here you go, Mommy's special lunch set. Thanks, Yume. I was starting to get hungry. Here's the money, and your tip. Make sure you count it all properly, okay? Okay. Looks like you're really on top of things, Yume. Of course. I'm the poster girl after all. 6 years old and you're running errands for Mom? Smart cookie. She's only 6? Yume has a bright future ahead of her.
Alrighty.
It's an articulate 6-year-old. I thought she was like 12 or some shit. Wait, no, Fairy's 12. Huh. Anyway. She's a septarian? Yume the homunculus! Her head isn't large, it's just a disturbing amount of hair. I like how you describe it as a disturbing amount. I want to report. SP report! Did I do good?
Those are impressive results.
No.
Very well.
Alright, so... I think it's time. Thanks for coming to the stream, everybody. I'm not ending, I agreed to meet up with the immovable once my other work was done. Yeah, go talk to the mountain man. Afterward, they went to Station Street to pick up some odds and ends. Then when it came time to return to the office... Sorry, I just had to drink a third of a can of Monster. There we go. It's a little early, but I think we should call it a day. You can head on back to the office, Agnes. Feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want. Really? Does this have to do with your conversation with that bracer earlier? Nothing that important. Your trial period's over, Rosette. Don't know how long you were planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you. Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base. Appreciate it. Anyway, don't stay out too late now, guys. Oh. Important question. Oreos or Hydrox? I cannot believe that Oreos are, like, actually a ripoff of a cookie. Another cookie. And said cookie is called fucking Hydrox. It sounds like a bleach product. Anyway, the answer is Oreos because they have more variety. Also, I've never had a Hydrox cookie. I'm gonna tell you, though. Those mint Oreos are, like, crack. They're not... Okay, they're not, like, as good as, like, a mint Milano or a Thin Mint. But you can get, like, a giant fucking case of them for, like, $5. That's too much power. Because I'll eat the entire goddamn thing. And I want to die afterward. They need to stop making those, because I'm going to keep buying them. Why is he running off all on his own? There's like 500 cookies. You think we should track him? We shouldn't invade his privacy. Aren't you curious, Agnes? I mean, yes, but... Rosette, aren't you against prying into Van's business, too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seemed like he was going there for the sake of his acquaintance rather than personal business. But in truth, I was recommended to start spending more time as I please, so I intend to do just that. The important question is, do you get the regular mint Oreos or the double stuff? I didn't even know they made it double stuff. You know what I actually prefer? I'm going to show you what I prefer. So, I am of firm belief that the cream in the Oreo is there's too much normally. You're going to call me a fucking freak for it. I don't like there being a lot of... I don't want there to be a ton of cream. I do not have the extension installed to save things as not WebPs right now. God, I forgot to install that. God fucking damn it. Anyway, the best Oreos on the planet are these. They still have the cream, but it is more subdued. There is a better ratio of cream to cookie. There's better ratio, okay? He's a thin, simply, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, look, I get it. I don't normally pay the premium to get the thins. I think they're better, but I don't think they're like that much better. Normally, if they are there, these are an impulse purchase, yes? But they are better. Alternatively, you can, like, be that guy that rips the Oreo in half like a barbarian and, like, eat the cream and then put it back together and eat it. And there's, like, a cream residue on the inside. And then that's not enough cream usually, but it's like the aftertaste is there. I'm gonna stop talking now. What? What the fuck is he talking about? All right, then we shouldn't leave anyone out. Let's call Aaron. Will you be coming along, Miss Claudel? I think Oreo Thins are a more refreshing experience. Fine, I don't want to be the only one left out. I really thought you were more mature than this. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I'm still only 20 after all. I get the regular Oreo mints if I want to get fucked up. Because I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. They sell them in the 4 ream packs. I'm gonna die. He just teleported. Van would have to be here since he's the sweets connoisseur. Again, they're not the best mint cookie. They're just a good substitute, I feel like. Mint Milanos are the shit, but god, they're expensive. You get like 12 cookies for $6. It's 15. Sorry. I think they actually went up in price again. I hate everything. Big-ass bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect to get stares. Sorry for calling you in such short notice. Hydrox are less sweet. The cream is more cream-esque. Honestly, that sounds better. I don't know. I'm never... Like, on regular Oreos, I'm not a big cream fan. The cream is just kind of okay. I've said it before. If they sold Oreos as just, like, the cookie part, I would buy those. And I would fucking eat those. I think they used to. They used to, like, let you... They would sell you, like, a tub of paste and uncovered cookies. And you could, like, scoop the paste out and put it on the cookie. And it was too much power. People were making, like, 3-inch thick Oreos. Like, you can't do that. How'd you manage to convince the others to let you go? Would you rather 1 packet of Mint Milanos, 2 packs of pink and white frosted animal crackers? I don't know if I've ever had those. It's hard to beat Milano in general. The only Milano flavor I don't like is the dark chocolate. It's just, it doesn't work, like, on a cookie, in my opinion. The regular milk chocolate's better. Like, I don't know. No, I have had those. Have I? If I've had those animal crackers, it's been at least, like, 20 years. How old are those? I lost them anyways. Don't worry about it. Think you could give me more of a heads up next time? Those kids will poke their nose into anything once they catch a whiff. They're necessary to become a boomer, so you're saying if I never try them, I'm safe? Sure thing, next time. What do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elaine or Clausel have done the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they'd probably make me stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're about to meet. You're Gen Z coded. Oh, come on. That's better than being Gen Z. I think. But that means I'm older, and that means I'm gonna die sooner. I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. I gotta make a mint cookie tier list. Not that there's that many of them. But there's a lot of nuance to the mint cookies, right? Like, for example, Thin Mints are best served frozen. You want Thin Mints? You eat that shit frozen. That's how you eat them. Also, where the... I'm like half asleep right now. What is going on? Here we are. The place is the city's worst call home. For how long it's been around, it's kind of crazy how much more lively it's gotten in the past few years. Mint dessert products in general? Oh, that's good. That's gonna be a big fucking list. No kidding. You wouldn't find it on any map, yet people are still somehow finding their way down here. But what criminal wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone where they can let off all the steam they damn well please? There's gonna be a lot on there. I don't know, like, where do I rank the Arby's Shamrock Shake? I don't fucking know. Might be a bit much for you. Your little ones to handle right now, though. I hate to do it, but I gotta introduce him to it eventually. Eventually. Can't stay ignorant of its existence forever when you're in this line of work. True enough. So my impression of you being a mother hen looking after her chicks wasn't far off after all, huh? Can it? So where are we going? Let's peek at the nearby bars for starters. Watch your back, alright? Ow, massive hiccup. I know.
Mind if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
He's still not a party member, damn it. Well, this is a new fun area. Where's the underground fighting ring? The area is sealed off by an enormous... by an enormous barrier. Oh, yeah?
Give me your worst.
I'll beat your ass. Fine, let's play. Like hell.
Just no hesitation. Immediate attack.
My move now.
Okay, so Jin here isn't a real party member. Gangster Machete.
Your move, Jin. Here we go. Arrow big fist.
Like, I'll just let him do his thing, yeah?
You'll pay for that.
Over here.
Better be ready.
Jin. All right. You're crushed.
He does a lot of fucking damage. How come he wasn't like that in Sky, huh? I'm saying, like, you know.
They're stunned. Your move, Jin. Add some more.
My move now.
Fuck that guy. You never gave him good courts. He was Earthlocked. What good courts were there? Defense 3.
Boost gauge limit removed.
You kidding me?
His orbment sucked. He had like 5 different lines or some shit from what I remember. It was dog shit. And that's how it's done. I think he was like one of the worst characters to use in that series next to Josette. And, no, that might just be those two. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know what they're getting into. Goes to show why the Taito school still got its rep. It's lost some of its luster from back in the day, alas. The central dojo closed down 10 years ago, after Master Ryuja passed. Ryuga? I don't know, Ryuga. Now it hangs on by a thread, split between several different dojos. Disparate. Speaking of those, got something on your mind? I remember you like to go visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and then to train with the disciples. Why not take up the mantle and revive the Taito school outright? You ever think of doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking in the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me, but I don't think I'm cut out to lead a whole school like that. And I can't just shirk my duty as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. True. Guild probably can't afford to lose somebody as high up as you. Given everything going on right now, yeah. Flatter me. I can't take all the credit, though. You really held your own in that fight back there. You've got a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. I can tell you're trained in Kunlun, clear as day. Must have a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. Hell of a master is right. He went and wasted his talent on his punk ass like me. Couldn't even repay him for everything he did. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, it went away. I hate everything. You don't say. Could he mean? Anyway, let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in. I already need to heal. What? He doesn't have any healing. I forgot. Good thing I have like 40 of those. What part of the town are we under right now? There's like several levels to this place.
This way.
They must not be here.
Who in the hell are you talking about? Not this way.
Dude, bro, man, bro. Oh. So we could probably just, like, leave, right? Like, that's, okay. I don't really know if it's visible on the map. I don't remember where we entered at. Whatever. Figure it out later. Hi, Walter. Walter, however you say your name. You're shitting me, right? Sorry to hold things up.
How delightful it is to see you, Mr. Arkwright. And you as well, Immovable.
You sure took your sweet-ass time.
I thought, Walter, whatever, Orange Man and Gin Man, I thought they fucking hated each other.
Didn't expect Arkwright to be with you, though.
I'm here to do him a favor. If I'd known we were coming to see scumbags like you, I'd have turned him straight down. Come on now, no need to be like that. I knew you were in Calvard, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, eh, Walter? Not since Jormungand, huh? Bugged the hell out of me when we weren't even able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Same here. Sure, it's no coincidence I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. I spoke to these two before you showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about those guys. I see now. We're all after Almada, so we're here to trade information, huh? Didn't think I'd chance into gathering this major, so what's our imposing friend? Who's our imposing friend? No, I'm sure they're not important.
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present. Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
That's, asking a lot. The coat and you being part of this group gives me an idea of who you're affiliated with. To kick this thing off, it's proving impossible to even learn more about Almada at this point. Heard a report the other day that a bracer on an undercover op still hasn't come back. We have been in much the same position ever since the situation in Longport. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders. The king was meant to serve as an example. They just keep getting worse. We've had nothing like that on our end, but there is one guy up top who can't seem to wipe the smile off his face since they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, you know they're real monsters. Sounds to me like we all think we're better off crushing them before they become even more of a headache. This guy, he's the one you mentioned a while back.
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
The infamous Fourth Anguis, huh? Doesn't sit right. Oh? I imagine our definitions of crush differ here, but at least we know where we all stand now. Save for our friend keeping his cards to his chest there anyway. Sounds like the CID's up to something too. Still, wish I could figure out just what their boss is thinking. Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Heard some colorful rumors about him myself. Knowing he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him alright in my book. Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right. But the current president has proven even more receptive toward us. Some of the elders are rather fond of him. Though that does make him a far more formidable foe during negotiations. From our perspective, the president's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flipping red flag. Do not misunderstand. All of our cooperative efforts are in line with your guild's code. Heaven forbid otherwise. Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkride. Your part's just about to come up. I love it when the men glow with the ominous anime aura.
Walter. It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place. You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm not controlling him, right? Please, no. Wait, you saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no. I ain't about to watch two monsters beating the crap out of...
Who said you'd watch? You and White Orchid Dragon are joining.
Huh?
Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber. But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkride and the famed Jin the Immovable.
This voice still doesn't fucking fit him. Well, you should be!
Sorry, Arkride, but this is just how it's gotta be. We'd lose sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
You damn asshole! No. No, I don't know.
I shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
Who is this? Are you still up for this? You're welcome to my spot, you know.
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin!
Okay.
Try not to bore me.
I'd really rather not do this. Hey, look! He's a party member now. Ebon Blade. I'm going to do this simply to consume the S-Boost.
I'm all fired up.
Alright, so what do you got? Heralding Fist, delay, back attack bonus, seal. Man, you gotta get real fucking... The range on this is awful.
Going all in.
I think his range just in general is awful. Yeah. He's got less health. So I don't have heals at all. Not good. But I probably should have attacked from behind. Alright, let's try to work with speed, I guess.
Crimson Blade. Like hell you are. Well, this sucks.
At least Jin has a lot of health. And I have a lot of craft points.
Time for the main event.
I want to see Jin's S-Craft. Why not?
You ain't seen nothing.
What, is he gonna get pissed? Don't do that.
You're making me get serious.
Your move, Jin.
Is it single target? No.
Behold the fists of the immovable. They're down.
Oh shit! How much damage did that just do? Did I kill them?
Well done.
I wasn't even paying attention. What the fuck? He just annihilated them.
And you still won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
What the hell are you? Hold on a sec. This is looking real bad. I gotta scram. Huh? Can't move? There's no stopping this. I am honored to bear witness. The text is going too fucking fast.
That is enough.
Uh-oh. Well then. You're...
Kilika!
You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do, so I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see.
No, they're just dudes being bros, that's all. We're just beating each other to death under the city. It's...
Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Oh, wait a minute! This was all his fault!
Don't give me that. You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
Looking more and more like infants from where I'm standing. What a shame. I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. I was gonna win, I'm just saying. You are a force to be reckoned with, Flying Swallow. Is that a new title? I don't... It's good to see you, Spriggan. I see Jin is causing you trouble yet again. As for you, Shao, are you sure it's alright for you to be out of Crossbell after your promotion to president? Worry not, I foisted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. This guy has no shame. It looks like you brought some more suspicious folks to the party.
What? You got a problem with us, punk?
Yes.
So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Conlon school.
Conlon, okay. Wait, are you?
Now, Sillies. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met.
I don't...
Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Thanks, wow, you're fun. Are these church people? They've got like a thing around the... He's got a thing around the neck.
Well, even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here. Who knew a battle between the society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us? But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Is it Mueller? It kind of like looks like him, but the voice is different.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
No, maybe not. I don't know who the fuck this is. Is it Gaius? Is Gaius?
I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more.
Kevin? No, the hair's not green enough. What color were Gaius's eyes?
I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise, Father Leon.
Just gonna start listing off random men.
You're not even trying to hide it.
You are quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
Must have been a hard job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts? You sure can run your mouth down.
That is not...
But don't go getting cocky.
That is not what I expected to see. I thought she was gonna pull out like a small knife or some shit. No, that sword is bigger than she is. Where were you keeping that?
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
Also, that's a segmented sword like Rias has? Okay, yeah, she has to be a squire.
Yeah.
If it breaks apart, then it has to be.
That sword? Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get that damn...
I'm 27.
Huh?
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
Ha! Old! Oh, that's my age. Oh, man.
Huh. Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
Wait, where are we going with this?
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine. She hates when people talk about her little baby face and impressively short height.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkwright.
Why is it his... Oh, whatever. Why me? I have a feeling I know where these three are from.
Oh, there he is.
Uh-oh, not good. Guys?
Van! Wait. Huh?
Sao? What kind of crazy party is this?
That guy's arms are exposed, no arm tattoo? That's true. So, it's not Gaius. I don't know, he kind of looked like Mueller, like with the... I don't know, it's hard to tell. If it isn't Aaron. How'd you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my tail.
This is what happens when you only keep people half in the loop.
What? Elaine? I didn't think you'd wander down here too. Wait, isn't she... I wanted to see her fight. I wanted to see if the sword was going to break apart like the Bloodborne sword. The one and only Beauty's blade. But the woman next to her.
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
My apologies. I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
Well, I was gonna bring you down here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on him, keeping him out of danger. You going senile? We're used to danger. And besides, I see some other kids down here too. I know you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever. Sorry for all the trouble this ended up causing, man. Hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach him about this place, no? Oh, don't start acting like you did nothing wrong. I'll say, I'll have some choice words for you, Jin. You didn't think to discuss your coming here with anyone else? Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well... Fun's over. I've had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi anyway. I've done what I came for. Walter. We'll see each other again at some point, even if the only other place I can imagine that happening is your prison cell. I was gonna say, are we just forgetting that he's part of, like, the fucking secret society, Ouroboros Enforcer number 8? Walter the Dire Wolf? We're forgetting about that? We're besties down here! Kind strangers, if you would excuse me. I'm trying to think of anyone who has, like, broad, tall build. Is that silver hair or, like, light brown? I can't tell. I don't know who the fuck this is. That's enough hellos. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we met again, though that depends on what A does.
Well, now that the air has calmed down a touch...
Like, I was also thinking maybe Dieter, but Dieter is, like, old, and I think he has curlier hair, doesn't he?
Perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information?
I mean, he also... Dieter had, like, a bright blonde hair. Also, I mean, like, you know... Aurora Borealis!
Man, you never change.
Well, it's cool that there's, like, another section of the city opened up. Sorry, my brain is, like, half processing who that could be. What if it's Richter? Not Richter, Richard. His name's Richard. Who the fuck's Richter? Richter Belmont? I knew it started with an R. Is fucking Richard from Sky? Sounds like there's no room for doubt, then. Almada's got some other organization working for him. So it would appear. Their funding is at least partially coming from those who funded the racial terrorism of the past, too. It's Louve! He's back from the dead! That's awful. Van was telling us about that not too long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, radically motivated attacks on those of the Eastern and Central Eastern Dissent, were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who trace their origins back to the Old Kingdom. I'm sorry, it's just like really fucking weird that I'm playing a Trails game and they're talking about fucking white supremacist groups and terrorist attack. Okay, well, the terrorist attacks isn't that new. But the situation significantly changed when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbell 4 years ago. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. Soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. You didn't hear much from them after that. Then, the post-war reparations were put the entire issue on the back burner. That's not to say they disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided an ideal cover for them to continue in secret. And now their cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. I don't know how those assholes are tied to Almada. If they've got those fat stacks at their disposal, that explains how they got so big so fast. With that kind of mirror, they could bring people from the outside into the fold. Like the group Melchior and that new puppeteer come from. A group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Jaegers single-handedly, and likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the Gardens. I am thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. Few have, even in the criminal underworld. What are the Gardens? Is it some kind of group? Oh boy. They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Almada. They don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We first learned of their existence 9 years ago. Their modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them a first-class education in assassination. Didn't know stuff like that was even real. Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. The organization is divided into several groups, called Gardens, with each being led by an overseer. We're aware of their presence at Marduk as well. Their threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, it was at one point believed that most unsolved assassinations were their handiwork. You can imagine the headache when even we had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, their name hasn't cropped up very much over the past couple of years. Not since the overseer of the Garden Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled the organization. Oh wow. I wonder who they could be. I feel like I've read that story somewhere before. What is it, Van? Nothing. Anyway, now that we know that a group of monsters is working with Almada, it's still a mystery how they ended up that way. Same with how they wound up with all that terrorist funding. But maybe a more pressing question is why they're working together. True. They've got 3 of the worst tiles that exist. Just a matter of working out what they had of what hand they're going for. You're a Mahjong player too? You're right. We're gonna need to focus on that going forward. I didn't realize there was a Mahjong pawn. Indeed, albeit to our own unique ways, no doubt. I believe we've had enough discussions for one day. Nadia's brother for sure died, right? You can't see it. I'm rapidly looking at all 4 corners of my vision. Did he? I can't remember. Was there a plot point where like he might not have died actually though? I don't remember. Shit. It seems clear that the more room for negotiations between us than some other groups going forward. I am most humbled that you are including us in that. I don't know about you and Geen, but Heiyue has its moderates too, like Fan. Take it we can include you guys in that too, Arkride. Goes without saying, hell, we are the common thread between all of you. And you're just gonna keep using us as a bridge between you anyways. But of course. Stop being so in sync! I see it didn't take you long to adjust to life in the capital. Bear in mind that Lady Ashen is rather worried about you back in Longport. Do try to exercise restraint in your daily life, I got it, it's Weissman. He crawled out of hell again. Except, like, he was in hell for so long that his hair is bleached to something, I don't know. Man, she could stand to chill out a little. You could stand to be the one checking in a little more often. How's Zin doing, by the way? He's been abroad in Rimiferia for half a year now, right? I believe he's doing rather well. He attends a distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends. Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with him in the Direwolf. I would have figured Ren would handle this kind of thing. That's right. The smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, yeah? He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As for what that case is, you will soon see. That's an ominous way of putting it. And she's one of the more reasonable ones, too. Why can't the CID be staffed by more normal people? Forgive me for saying so, but you're a fine one to talk. I can't believe you just came to a place like this without us. Kinda pisses me off I let you shake me in the first place, but it's in the past now. So what is this place? It's called the Blacklight District. It's the city's unofficial 13th district, and its dark side. A lawless zone that changes location from time to time, and few cops dare to tread. It's home to criminals of every kind. Good place for them to get together, too. To think, all this time, this place was right under my nose. I feel like Avi said something about it to me before. Are they fighting? Wait, there's a dude down there fighting a robot? I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning. Good spot to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze just to get to here. An underground coliseum and contraband as far as the eye can see. It was like it was made for me. Well, too late to do anything now that you're here. I'm gonna guess people stayed away because you had Elaine, but people are always getting into scuffles around here. Let me teach you how to speak this district's language. We'll take a tour while we do. Keep your eyes peeled, alright? Right. Of course. I'm down.
What'll it be?
Man, they're even rude down here. That's great. Craft points plus 20 and cures KO? Wowie!
Come again.
Okay, that didn't take long.
Proceeding to neutralize.
Is this just gonna happen down here?
I like your spunk.
It's kind of annoying.
If we must.
It's actually like modern. Yeah, no, it's annoying. God fucking damn it. Okay. I can't build craft points quickly. I need gladiator items. Where are those?
There. You'll be sorry for that.
Activating this game.
Get the fuck out of here.
Son of a...
That's the second time you've missed.
Like hell you are.
There's no secret quest here, but there are gifts. I'm kind of happy that there's no quests down here quite yet. It's not like I don't want to do quests or anything. I'm just like really not mentally there right now. Look, I hooked up a funnel to my ear and I dumped a can of Monster inside of it, okay? Like, I'm still processing things. I'm sure you figured it out, but the Blacklight District ain't exactly the kind of place you visit for fun. Aaron's another story, but the rest of you make it easy pickings for scumbags and lowlifes hacking it down here. Hacking it. You don't come down here by yourselves. Understood? I get what you mean. Things can get really dicey if you're surrounded here. If you bring a buddy along, I bet it'd make for a fun fight. Ideally, you won't be fighting in a city at all. Still, I didn't realize so many people like that were down here. Pretty spooky when you think about it. This world's a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with. It is, but honestly, I'm just more surprised this all existed right under my nose. At least it's surprising to someone as well-to-do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. Well-to-do. You'd think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone just turns a blind eye to it. I hear ya. Blacklight's a lawless place, but they have their own rules instead. The big one being, you don't drag innocent civilians into your messes down here. Most tend to follow that, so they'll leave you alone. Keyword being most. Some of them step out of line, just like we saw. Reminds me of Heiyue's own code. Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkwright? You seem to be rather well informed of this area. I check in from time to time. There's intel down here that you can't find anywhere else. And you guys might have noticed by now, it's a good place to sharpen your street smarts. I get what you mean. That's gotta be like the best part of this whole trip. Jaeger born and bred, ain't ya? Mint versus Wintermint versus Spearmint versus Peppermint? What is the difference between Wintermint and Spearmint? I feel like they're the same. Otherwise, I'm a good old plain mint kind of guy. Peppermint?
There sure are a lot of bars in this place.
Oh yeah?
They are likely the only sources of refuge for the people
Whoops.
here.
Anyway, who wants to dump a gallon of tequila down Fairy's throat? No. Yeah, Chuck! The I don't know. Peppermint is like a festive thing for me. I don't really get it unless it's like, you
I'm
know.
so lost. I don't know which way is which anymore.
No need to fret. I have this area all mapped out.
That guy looks like he's having a great time.
This is so insane.
You good, man? This is like random old woman down here. Yeah, Peppermint's like Christmas, you know. Spearmint, I like a good spearmint. I don't really like more chemical. I feel like winter and spearmint are like you only get that in like mint form, you know? It's a harsh mint. It's good sometimes. That was some good entertainment today. Sure made this old hag happy. They've got some pretty colorful youngins lined up. Can't wait to see just what sort of havoc they end up wrecking. Not your average grandma, this one. She scares me. She gives off a sinister aura. I'm not sure why. I'm not talking to him. Yes, I am. You came at the perfect time. Come on, step inside and have some fun. Bring your lady friends, too. You're gonna love the girls we have here. Plenty to choose from, and they're all people pleasers in more ways than one. Enjoy your stay at the Blacklake District. There's nowhere else in Edith that can tend to your deepest wants and needs like we can. I've seen this guy around here from time to time. Never knew he was a barker till now. This joint makes sense. The cops don't come down here. If you want to do the dirty on the down low, this is where you go. Okay, let's break several laws now.
Got it. Wanna get a drink together?
Man. Adult shop?
Ooh, you look dangerous.
Ma'am, I'm 12. What do you mean? What do you mean strap? It actually seems kind of good.
I'd better see you again.
What? I'm going back to Van. I thought this was I thought there was gonna be more here. There's a door, but I can't get in. If it isn't Edith's one and only Spriggan, what brings you here, darling? Got some time to stay and play? Fairy needs moonshine. Your lady friends are more than welcome to join you if they're up for it. We got girls that know how to keep a woman company, too. You'll be drowning in pleasures you can't find anywhere on the surface. I can promise you that. Stay a while, won't you, big guy? I don't get it. What kind of place is this? It feels alluring. I feel drawn to it, but I don't really know why. I've never felt like this before. Hold on. I can fix that. 1 second. There you go. Hard no. Letting you two waltz in there is just asking for trouble. You don't even think about sneaking inside while I'm not looking, punk. I'm an adult. What do you care how I spend my free time? Sometimes a guy needs to let it hang, you know? I care because you'll get hooked on that shit in 2 seconds. Can't trust your horny ass to stay out of trouble. I think most of the girls still have some growing up to do. Those services aside, I've still got some things for sale here. If you change your mind and decide to spend some quality time with our girls, just let me know. I'll wait right here for you, handsome. It appears she and Mr. Arkwright are acquainted with one another. Whoever she is, she certainly has quite a way with words. I need to talk to more NPCs in this game. Your horny ass. Come on and have some fun. Don't get too naughty, alright? You're yell at me, man. That's normal.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Your weapons are dog shit, dude. Except, actually, this is pretty good. I'm not gonna give one to Fairy. The evasion feels too good. New armor. What do you think? Big evasion boost. Hey, fuck magic evasion, honestly. Yeah, this feels worth it. I don't know about... Yeah, I'll get it for her. Fuck it. I don't like speed down.
We await your next visit.
I don't like the speed down.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
Oh, there are children down here. Who the fuck are you? Hermes? Didn't expect to find you here. Oh, it's Lady that showed up for one singular scene and then never showed up again until now. How long you been down here? Not too long. I'm here for work. I'm guessing you and the rest of your office are taking a breather. Whatever you're up to, be careful. This place has no shortage of unique characters to look out for. You can say that again. You're giving him too much credit. Characters almost makes him sound reasonable. When you have all these different factions here, I find it best to stay neutral and avoid ruffling any feathers. I don't shy away from anyone. You need something hauled? I'm your mule. For the right price and the right conditions, of course. Here, I thought she'd gone batshit in setting up shop down here. Guess it's not that surprising in retrospect. She's not technically part of the underworld, but she's got one foot in it for sure. Why is there a 3-year-old down here? You're the curry her lady! Are you gonna tell me more stories about the outside, please? What are you curious about today, kiddo? I want to know where mommy came from. Can you give me a hug? Just an irresistible little munchkin, aren't you? Come here, I'm all yours. Even Hermes is no match for the power of cuteness. I'm looking at her fucking, like, orbital bike thing here. Somebody needs to explain the machinations of this mechanical monstrosity over here. Like, what is the glowy things in the middle? Why do the wheels glow? Why is there an X-shaped thing? Why the be-do? Why is there an exhaust if there's no engine?
Don't take too long to decide now.
I already got 5 spicy salamis.
Come back soon.
You're always such a sweet, considerate little angel. Yoda. The hell are you looking at? Can't you give a gal some privacy? You're killing the goddamn vibe. We'll be out of your way. She was in a completely different world there. Talk about zoning out. She sure as hell doesn't look all bark, though. I feel like she used to be a Jaeger. Maybe she's retired. Either way, she really loves her son. What is this door? This road seems to lead to the outside, but the door before it is locked tight. Oh. Chick-fil-A is making a streaming service? What?
Hey, mister, how about some reading material?
Hey, mister. Why is there a bookstore down here? Oh, no.
What'll you have today?
Okay, wait. It's not that weird so far.
Thanks for coming.
I thought this was going to be a weird bookstore. Is that you, Van? Oh, my beloved 4th boyfriend has finally returned to me. Wait, what? What? She's fucking devastated. Damn, Chief, save some girls for the rest of us. What chick in this town don't you have crawling all over you? I'm old, not insane. You really think I'm get with a girl like her? Piss off. No, you saved me. You held my hand and rescued me from those awful no-good cops on my tail. You were my knight in shining armor, saving me from those false charges. Just remembering it gives me butterflies. Yeah, if those charges were false, then I'm Sheena Dirk. Bullshit, lady. You ought to kick that habit of yours. Stabbing every guy you fall for is like... You ought to kick that habit of yours. Stabbing every guy you fall for like there's some kind of corkboard. What did you say she does? Pardon me if this sounds like an obvious question, but may I ask why you go to such lengths? Oh, that's just so embarrassing. Are you really gonna make me answer? I mean, what won't the girl do for love? She'll do whatever it takes to make a man hers. Each and every last reg of him. It's only natural. I think I know why she's down here now. This chick takes possessive to a whole new level. She's certainly a unique person, even under her circumstances. Hold on, doesn't that mean... Van could be next. His life's in danger. The hell it is. I just told you, she and I are not a thing, period. I love him! That's why I stabbed him in the chest 28 times! Don't worry, I don't think I hit his aorta. I thought it was gonna be like laundering or like stealing or some shit. Not fucking manslaughter. For you.
They're all specially made.
Yeah? Is actually a kind of good items, I'm not gonna lie.
Always be careful when and how much you use.
You sound a little too chipper for some random lady smoking, chain smoking. Chain smoking! Goddamn! Look at the floor beneath her. Just in some random underground, like, alley. If you can call this an alley. She's a back alley doctor, but it's not really an alleyway. The Spriggan and his lovely assistant. I see you've added some new faces to your ranks since we last met. What brings you here? Somebody heard I need to take a look at? You know me, show me the mirror and I'll take a gander. Sick, dead, whatever you need. I can handle it. Isabel, I didn't know you worked down here. She a friend of yours or something? Not exactly. She was a client we did some work for after I first joined. Wait, what? She's a pretty renowned doc in the underbelly. What? We did stuff for her? What did we do for her? Not my first choice for treatment. She'll patch you up, but gouge your wallet too. Hey? She's always around whenever you need it. That's a little mean, don't you think? I'm not some scam artist. I know what I'm worth. Money talks after all, and I listen. Green is a language we all understand. Money talks? I didn't know they printed talking money. Oh my fucking god, Fairy. But I'll take your word for it. You sound like a really skilled doctor. Oh my fucking god, Fairy.
Off we go. Got it.
Her middle name is Literal. You delivered meds to her?
Cool. There's a match going on right now.
I don't remember that.
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
Why is this voiced? Except for him. Except for him! This here is where they hold fighting tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Color me intrigued. That's awesome. Sounds like an amazing place to train. Yeah, no, literally anything goes in there. Roids, mods, explosives, you name it. It ain't the place to train. It's straight up blood sport in there. The organizers will even come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters and archaisms. Even if you survive all the shit they throw at you, it really ain't worth it. Steer clear of it, alright? That's fair. Sounds like you have to be on your toes in there. Pretty decent prize money if you win, though. I'll give him that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here. Mr. Arkwright, you're not speaking from experience, are you? That shit ain't my scene. Well, not anymore, I mean. Look, they were hard times, okay? That bastard paid for a new truck, but he didn't pay for all the mods like the previous one had. Whatever you say, Chief. Next time you decide to enter, let me know so I can put my money on you. Hell no. I ain't setting foot in that cesspit again. You don't remember when you picked up a briefcase, that cop stopped you, you made him think there were porno mags in it, so you let him leave? Or he let you leave? I think I'm too zonked out of my brain mind right now for this. How do I enter?
Let me in. Let me in.
I keep seeing the black helmets and it throws me off. I just think you can take me? You know, this place does kind of remind me of the city a little bit from Xeno 3. Blade, Xeno the Blade. I remember all of you guys. Interesting. You make for one strange group when you all come here together. What isn't weird when you live in the Blacklight District? Common sense is for the surface dwellers. Be careful down here. These parts can leap out and bite you if you don't keep an eye out. Put more monster watermelon in your ear cavity? No. Tonight was an Ultra Paradise kind of night, thank you very much. Not an Ultra Watermelon. You know what I just realized? We haven't checked any bulletin boards here.
Oh no.
Don't sweat that. As a rule, I don't take 4 SPGs from anybody down here. Why not? There's tons of people who could use some help, aren't there? For real. Nobody down here is exactly innocent, so I can't imagine any of them being able to go to the cops or bracers for help. That's the problem. There are some rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here has a checkered past in some way. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse the system. Worst case scenario, I get framed as a grunt for some real sketchy shit. Not worth it. That does make sense given Spriggan's reputation for assisting in legally gray matters. I can see how a bad faith actor might exploit them for their own gain. How society at large would offer little to defend them. To be clear, I already make it a point of filtering out those garbage posts to start with. More than anything else. It'd just be a giant time sink trying to vet requests from these parts. That's the biggest reason I don't bother. As much as some folks might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. When someone has a problem they can't rely on in the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it. That's Van for you. What can I say? It's worked for me so far. Must be doing something right. End of the day, someone here really wants my services. They're not completely out of luck. They've got 2 options. They can post a 4 SPG in another part of town, or they can come talk to me. Same as anybody else, really. Doesn't mean I'll agree to help, but I'll hear them out at least. That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open. Am I done down here? I feel like I haven't checked all the shops yet. Hold on.
What will it be?
Gift for Elaine.
I'll be seeing you.
Planner launched.
You know.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Thanks, Aurelia.
So...
Can I interest you in any of my specialty herbs? All my stuff is safe and street legal. I'm just here to give people a good time. I do have some of the grayer stuff, but I've had issues with people not using it right. Can't trust those boys with it, so I don't advertise it. I told them to be careful with that stuff, but no dice. Well, that's what I get for dealing with those types. Never again. Right.
Oh, I've got some fine wares.
Gift for Ren. Seems kind of shit.
Best come again. Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale.
This really doesn't seem worth... I have 4 of those.
Best come again soon.
You friend? You friend?
Oh, thank you.
Where else have I not checked? I checked there. I think the map in this area is confusing. I'm not talking to her again! I'm talking to her again. I thought that was, like, in the pit. In the Glitz pit? No, it's below it.
Hey, gorgeous. Why don't you stop and chat? All my stuff is to die for.
Yeah, Dynamite Bar Lady. Yeah. Yeah, Dynamite Bar Lady. The Coliseum's really buzzing today. Must be something big going on up there. I'd say it's as good a reason to let loose and party hard, though. Don't you? Don't you? I've got just the right drinks to make it happen. Here's the secret. Really turns me on when somebody buys one of my pricier bottles. Do that, and maybe I'll throw in an extra treat. Heart. They don't have places like this on the surface. What no laws and no regulations does to a place. Don't let them sucker you in or you'll regret it. Okay.
Fine with me.
Okay.
God, sir, it's so hot when you buy my product, sir. Oh, God. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that's the expensive one, yeah.
What'll it be?
He's got them turkey leg, though.
Come again.
Look at what the cat dragged in. Thought you could start shit outside my restaurant, huh? When is Bunny Garden? Whenever Twitch unbans it. Oh, I think it's banned, isn't it? I know people were getting banned on YouTube for playing it. To be fair, it pretty much is just softcore porn. I can't really deny that. I'll let you guys off once. Gotta make money taking bets on that, but you damage this place and I'll collect your head, got it? Don't you guys cause more trouble, alright? This here's a legit business I'm running with the boss' permission. You can't give me shit! Legitimate is stretching it a bit, with all those safety hazards he's got in plain sight. Whatever's going on, he sounds serious. Better not get in his way, or else. It ain't my fault all that crap went down. Whatever. Let's take a look around and then get the hell out of here. Relax, Chief. Why do we need to rush? The gambling den's open. Gotta grab a seat and throw down. We can leave once we make some dough. Just a little, and I mean only a little. Ah! It's just like such a pleasant place to randomly walk around as an NPC and hang out in this dark, shitty-ass, nothing area. No way. Anyway, I think I'm done in here. Well, I was definitely way too tired for that. After leaving the district, they made their way to the surface, following a different route. Hello, another bot. Best viewers. Best viewers? Damn, it's already this late. Were we down there? We were down there a while. It connects to the Riverside district, too. Feels like waking up from a dream. Guess it was all a bit much for a kid. Speaking of kids, it seems like that boy we ran into is the son of a Jaeger. I really liked it down there. Shady criminals excluded. It was like a conflict could break out at any second. A perfect place for training. Not this again. At least it hadn't fully descended into anarchy, even if the rules were somewhat lax. Seemed like a good place to procure goods and materials you can't get on the surface. Yeah, don't want anybody getting hooked on the place, but use it when you need to. Just follow the rules. That goes for you in particular, Aaron. You okay, Agnes? You're awfully quiet. I'm perfectly fine. It's just a lot to take in. I'm feeling a bit of culture shock, I suppose. I can hardly blame you. Sorry, I was probably making you feel even worse with how carried away I was getting. No need to feel responsible. It's just, to be honest, I got something else on my mind, too. It does kind of feel like something's been eating at you lately. Worried about things at school? Yes, actually. There's a major opportunity coming up, and I was considering opting into it. But I think I've decided against it. There's nothing more it can teach me that I haven't learned already, after all. Al? Hmm? So, where is this? This is right by the fucking,
Our information did not lead us astray, I see.
the apartment thing near the riverside? Why are you here?
It's good to see you all, my friends.
Man just shoved an entire ass couch into a limo?
That it is.
Your Highness! Najee! Talk about showing up unexpected. So this is what the chief was talking about.
Correct. His Highness and I have something to discuss with you. Please, climb in.
Sorry, my body commanded that I stand up and recirculate blood to my brain. It's so spacious in here. There's a hair stuck on my arm. Proceed to not be stuck on my arm anymore. This here is an Etois stretch limo, right? Hell of a luxury. Ride smooth as a... Aaron, please. Ride smooth as a baby's ass, too. Still room to move up in the world, huh? Why did you just say it like that? The suspension systems in a luxury vehicle like this versus my pickup are built for totally different things. Speaking of, I take it you like the part I sent you? I got it on special order to ensure it didn't clash with the aesthetic of your truck. Like undersells it. It's a thing of beauty. Did we ever figure out what that was? Because I'm pretty sure we didn't. Even if that ulterior motive behind sending it wasn't just in my head. Still, I'm glad you're both looking well. Thank you. My apologies again for all the trouble we caused you, me turning into a demon lady lion thing. We weren't expecting to see you all again so soon either. But we were already here for a visit with the president, so the timing happened to line up. What? Oh, that Gramhart guy. Huh? Didn't see anything about a meeting on the news. Some kind of secret talk? You needn't concern yourself with details that are on need-to-know basis. Well, we are living in crazy times. No doubt there's plenty for our leaders to be talking about. Much as it bugs me that you've clearly got something besides that you want to dump on us. Oh? I think I see what's going on now.
I'm sure you do. We invited you here in the hopes of hiring you. This is a joint request from Elsheim and the CID.
That's quite the pair. I'm committing to nothing, but keep going.
The short of it is, we'd like you to go on another trip for us. To the home of the Verne Company, the city of Basel in the southwest.
City time! I knew it! I knew it! That's Calvert's biggest orbit manufacturer, isn't it? This sounds like a big one.
If you could take a look at the screen.
Basel is an industrial city that is home to both the Verne Group's HQ and the Basel Institute of Science. Its artisanal district dates back to the Middle Ages, and it is surrounded by an abundance of nature. Our problem is that as of late, the city's orbital network has become unstable.
It does seem kind of like mountainous, though, which is cool. I like that.
In addition, suspicious individuals have been sighted leaving and entering the city.
Don't tell me it's... I know what you're thinking, but we can't assume that until we have all the facts, of which we have very little. Under normal circumstances, we would be well informed of the situation, as our country has a deep tie with the Institute. Unfortunately, its director, who happens to be Vern's CEO, has been noticeably unforthcoming as of late. Man forgot Roer ever existed. That's the name of the fucking city. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, it reminds me of something. I couldn't remember the name of it. It was Roer. I have brain narcosis. That's strange. Isn't your country one of the Vern's largest shareholders? Yes, it is. We're still not their principal shareholder, but we still wield considerable influence over the company. In spite of that fact, the CEO has been emphatically vague in response to our questions. We suspect he is merely buying time. For what, though, I do not know, but his sudden shift in behavior indicates he's hiding something, hence my request to you. You're not giving me much to work with here. And if you're looking for technical experts, you've come to the wrong place. He's got the fucking, like, pillow-coated ceiling. There's a weird amount of detail, like, in these cars. Like, they've got, like, an AC vent system up top. Right, you see that? I didn't read that. I beg to differ. After all, you have one of Marduk's very own concierge in your employ. Also, a little birdie told me you're testing some revolutionary new technology at present. You mean that simu thingy? It's still undergoing testing, but we plan to reveal it to the public eventually. Good to hear. I'll most certainly be looking forward to it. Anyhow, if we took their request to the guild, it'd land at the bottom of their list of priorities, given that no civilian casualties have occurred. I could kill someone if... like, bang, gun. Also, much like the police, they're as wary as a fox with these sorts of mysteries. And if we're on the job, we can deal with any problems that you'd rather keep away from the public eye. Hookah smoke ventilation? The conditions are fair, but you're better off... You better be willing to pay top mirror for our services, or you can count us out. Look at the shading on that fucking pillar behind Van. Good God. Why did it fix itself? Oh, it's back. What? Why is it breaking and refix? Why? I think we're driving past stuff that's blocking light sources. That's what's going on. Anyway. Oh, you needn't worry there. If anything, that's what makes you more trustworthy in my book. Is that a fact? Well, I think we should definitely consider taking this one, especially if Almada is involved. If possible, I'd like to ask one thing before we agree to take this on. What's the CID's connection to this case? You haven't been upfront about that. Oh? Ever the sharp one. Vern and the Institute are currently part of two national projects. One of them is for making the Zypha standard available to the general public, both at home and abroad. The technology is a national secret, so our involvement should be no surprise. Makes sense. Gotta stay on top of any leaks and scandals so they don't slip through the cracks. What about the other project? Classified. Oh, come on. Boo! Even I don't know the specifics there, so I'm in the same boat as you all. I did try pressing the president for details, but he simply wouldn't budge. Apologies, but that's all the more reason why I cannot divulge any information about the project. The point is, there are many reasons for our involvement. This all sounds fishy as hell, but whatever. Get on with it. As you wish. The issue of the Zypha Standards funding source also needs to be addressed. I will delegate that task to your group's chief and concierge. Huh? What do you mean? Since when did you become my boss? Fine, I'll explain. Zypha being Vern's 6th generation combat orbment is common knowledge at this point. There's a little-known fact about the project's humble beginnings. It's got a massive capital injection from an interested party. And that party just so happens to be... Don't make me... Okay, I thought it was gonna bring up like a fucking dialogue box and make me choose randomly. The Valis Investment Bank. Which, as it so happens, is also the largest shareholder of Marduk, my employer. I see. Sure feels like I'm hearing the name Valis a lot lately. Valis? As in the city-state? Correct. It's a giant port city in the Central East. It may not have much land, but through trade in the South Sea, its people amassed a great fortune, which they are all investing in over the continent. They're both our allies and our competitors. The Valis Investment Bank is owned by them. You're trying to drag our asses into a Central Eastern turf war, all so we can be your eyes and ears. I guess they could be sending in their own spies, especially with the state-level secrets up for grabs. In short, you want us to investigate a highly complex situation from a neutral standpoint and get to the bottom of what's happening there. Does that about sum it up? I'll give you an 85 for that answer. In the event that Valis attempts to interfere, we would like you to act as a mediator. You got this all mapped out. Mediation is not one of our specialties, unfortunately, so I'm not certain if we are your best option for that. On the contrary, I think you are all our safest bet on that front. Should you take our request, you will stay in Basel for 3 days. I'm sure there will be other 4 SPGs that you can juggle at the same time. We can't expect you to leave at once, but it would be best if you departed within the next few days. Wait. Alright, we'll give it some thought when we get back. Can't make any promises. I understand. We won't be out of options if you refuse. The CID never puts all its eggs into one basket. Regardless, everything we've told you is strictly confidential. Though I think a rather unexpected issue might work in our favor here. After that, Prince Sharid and Kincaid saw them back to their office. Once they arrived, they enjoyed dinner at Montmartre before gathering to discuss the Crown Prince's request. I swear to God, it's been like 2 hours of cutscenes. Technically, like, almost this entire stream has been fucking cutscenes. And me walking around a city. Take it you ain't heard a thing about all this from your own company. I have fought, like... a monster? Two monsters. I fought like 2 monsters today. That's it. I'm naturally aware of the plan to make the Zypha standard available to the masses, but not about problems in Basel. Basil. If A really is involved, I would have expected to have already been informed. Gotcha. Doesn't sound like something that'd take us 3 days either way. 3? The big jellies? Well, I fought the 3 big jellies and the octopus. What was the third thing? Unless you mean like 4 monsters. If you count, Walter, put your title away, Walter. But if we're looking into things at Vern and the Institute, we're gonna need more work, mostly weekdays. Which would mean Agnes. The timing here is rather perfect. How convenient. You see, high school here sounds really fun. Trust a big school in the capital to bust out one of the fancy trips. Aramis is all about its students thinking for themselves, so something like this makes sense. Bet you'll have reports to write for days about it, too. Yes, actually. Some of my friends who came here the other day are considering Basel, too. I was interested in going myself, but I wasn't sure whether or not it was the best decision. But you would be leaving next Thursday for 3 days, so the timing matches up splendidly. It's almost as if Arusha wants this to happen. Not that I think my personal circumstances should push us into taking this on, of course. Of course. But that goes both ways. You're a student first, so don't go forcing your decision to line up with our job. Even if we do end up in the same general place, your studies might mean we won't even be able to see each other. I suppose that's true. That still kind of hurts. That's rich coming from the guy who always decides where to go based on who'll shove dessert down his throat. Speaking of which, what are we gonna find in Bazell on that front? Excellent question. A baked tart called an engadin. Engadin? I don't fucking know. Is probably the most famous. It's made of walnuts and honey, nougat, and has a simple but mellow taste that's just... You say walnuts are in something? Nope. Wrong. That's not edible. Walnuts are not food. I suppose Van's right. I need to... Whoops. Put that over there. I almost just fucking hit myself in the face with my back scratcher. I suppose Van's right. I need to make up my own mind about what to do. Aaron's rude but not wrong. No, he's correct. Otherwise, my great-grandfather would never, or dad for that matter. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you concern. Not at all. I don't think anyone could blame you for feeling conflicted there. But should we end up going to the same place, rest assured that I will do all I can to support you. She's too perceptive. Thank you, but why? I'm about to do it. I'm about to go on the rant again. Why the fuck do they put walnuts in every goddamn baked good? It doesn't do anything. It just makes it weirdly crunchy and it ruins the texture. They taste like shit. They suck. I hate walnuts. No way. Like, banana bread would be perfect, but they put fucking walnuts in it. Carrot cake, they put fucking walnuts in it. Why did they put the fucking walnuts in it? Brownies, fucking walnuts. I'll speak to my friends tomorrow at school. What if it was macadamias? Macadamias are fucking delicious. I don't know if they belong in most baked goods. Macadamia nut cookies are an exception. I love those things. Also, I can eat macadamia nuts without, like, asphyxiating and dying, so that probably helps too. I'll take walnuts and carrot cake instead of raisins. I kind of like raisins. I don't know if I want raisins in cake. Raisins in, like, a cookie, I don't mind. Like, an oatmeal raisin cookie is kind of sick. Oatmeal raisin kind of slaps. This is the part where you're going to point at me and call me old. You're typing it out right now in the chat. You're like, oh, I'm going to call him old. I'm going to call him old in the chat. But if you could work under the assumption that we'll all be going and prepare accordingly. Got it, but don't forget that I'm a student first and foremost, right? I won't. I'll make this work so I can handle my obligations properly, both here and at school. Well, good night. Yeah, night. I think oatmeal raisin, it's not like a top tier cookie, but like it's good. That lighting was really weird. I guess we'll be leaving next Thursday, same day as Aramis. But Ren and that prince just dumped this on us, so they can wait until tomorrow for an answer. It's better to say your favorite cereal is Raisin Bran like a normie? Oh. I kind of like Raisin Bran, though. It's not... Okay, it's not like a go-to pick. Like, I don't buy it. But, like, if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. It's kind of... It's okay. There are worse cereals. Still, she's sure looking brighter than when I met her. With how much she's got weighing on her, I'm sure she's got a lot to work through. I'll look out for her best as I can, being her boss and all. That sure was a day. Guess I'll go for and wind down before bed. Here, I'll balance it out. I love Cookie Crisp. I'm a fucking 3-year-old. I'm a 3-year-old baby child that eats Cookie Crisp. Here, does that help? Is Cookie Crisp still popular? I don't know. It's cookie in cereal form. It's cookie in cereal form. Oh man, they closed up shop. There we go. What do we got? 3 free times? What's this? There's a street musician that's quickly become the talk of the town over in the harbor. Rumor has it they'll be playing over in the station tonight. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious, so maybe I'll drop by if I have the time. If I go over there and it's fucking Elliot, I'm gonna end the stream instantly. Cookie Crisp the worst cereal? Hold on. Wait a minute. What do you mean the worst cereal? It is cookie in cereal form. What are you fucking talking about? The gimmick of dipping cookies in the milk is amplified like 100-fold because it's 100 fucking cookies in the milk. That's the whole thing. It's cookies in milk, but in cereal, it's a literal perfect creation. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Oreo cereal is better. What the fuck is Oreo cereal? See, now we're getting into, like, sugar territory. We're getting into Sugar Puffs territory. 99.999% sugar. I think Captain Crunch is, like, unironically a really top-tier cereal. Even if it does make the roof of your mouth, like, shed. Like, it just falls off. Trix is low-tier. Trix is, like, an F-tier cereal. I do not like Trix. Fruity Pebbles is better than Cocoa Pebbles. I think that's a youngin' take. I can agree with that. I think Cocoa Pebbles are all right, but I'm never gonna buy them. Fruity Pebbles, I buy Fruity Pebbles.
Let's do this.
So, what is going on with... there's a musical I don't know what the fuck I want to do, man. Who is it?
One bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival showing of the smash hit.
Oh, I thought we were talking about something else for a second. I thought that was a unique NPC for a second. Okay. If this is dumb, I am going to Alt F4. Van made his way over to the station to see a street musician performance. She looks kind of familiar.
Thank you, everyone. I love you. I hope we meet again.
You were great today. Is that actor lady? I don't even know. I can't wait to hear your next song. I'll be back again for sure. Honey Smacks or Golden Grams? My dad always bought Golden Grams. I kind of like them. Sorry, but I'm done for today. Just here to say I liked your performance. Even ever thought of putting a single out? It'd sell like hotcakes for sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, there's no shortage of capable artists out there who can write and perform at my level. The music industry is hard to break into. That's definitely true for no-name artists. You and I both know your songs would take the world by storm if you used your real name. She really tried to play it cool. Let's continue this conversation elsewhere, shall we? I'm surprised you saw through my disguise. I even changed the tone of my voice. How'd you know it was me? It came down to luck. I wasn't 100% sure myself. If only I knew you from your movies, you'd have me fooled for sure. But I've seen you up close and personal several times at this point. I need to get my act together. I've never been found out before now, so maybe I was getting a little careless. So, you like doing stuff like this? I do. I enjoy going out in disguise from time to time. Makes for good practice as well. When I'm on a set, everyone knows I'm playing a part. But when I'm out in the wild, I can take on any role I want, and no one would know I'm acting. It's made for a fun little hobby. You're acting on the clock and in your downtime. Talk about being dedicated to your craft. I suppose I just can't get enough of it. Although, it mostly stems from a complex I had since I was a child. I don't exactly have a distinct self. You're about to say the most anime fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, aren't you? Perhaps that's why I've always wanted to act like someone else, and why I ultimately gravitated toward acting. I don't have a personality. Or maybe I just wanted something that helped me avert my eyes from that uncomfortable truth. My motivation for choosing this career path is purely selfish. I'm sure my fans would be let down if they knew. I wouldn't call it selfish. Did I say shellfish? I need to go to bed, dude. Look at the detail on that hat. Look at the hat. Do you see the hat? It's got the size setting. Look at that hat. It's normal to want to change something you don't like about yourself. Look at the hat. You think so? I know so. That said, your hobby's only going to get harder the higher up you go on the ladder of fame. But I doubt you'll need me to tell you that. I know that all too well. I just realized her hat literally says disguise on it. I'm gonna vomit. The risk of me getting recognized will only grow as I get more famous. Why does her hat say disguise on it? But the mounting challenge will only serve to make this success all the more sweet. My God, all that talk about you not having a distinct self was a big fat lie. Yeah, she's just trying to be edgy. What do you... You said it yourself. The challenge makes success all the more sweet. Those are the words of someone who gets fired up when the odds are stacked against them. That's a pretty unique quality, and it's one that no one I know has. It's not half as unique as your willingness to turn people's words against them. I'm just trying to help a friend believe in themselves a little. What's one blue hair to another? I'm only teasing you a little. Really, though, thank you. I feel better about this now. Glad to help. Use the measurement to figure out her head size. I think she's oversized it slightly, or she just hasn't changed the setting on it. Because it looks like it's too big for her head here. Slightly. It's not snug. It's got to be a snug fit. Anyway, please don't tell anyone about this hobby of mine. I'd like it to be our special little secret. Sure thing. She knows how to knock you off your feet. She ain't an award-winning actress for nothing. After Nina departed, Van resumed his patrol once more.
Now, who should I be next? See if you can spot me next time.
Yeah.
Yes, it's time for me to leave.
One bullet. You know what I like? I like a good plain cereal. Cheerios, Chex. I've never had Corn Flakes. I feel like those would be kind of shitty. Like a good plain cereal. I just left Station Street to go to Station Street. There is a side quest here. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea how I've stretched this for 4 hours. I've been in a state of delirium for about all of it, so... I don't know. Here I am. Oh, look at the time. Plain cornflakes are alright. You know what cereal is underrated? I like Corn Pops. Those are kind of good. I like those cereals. What kind of Chex? Just Chex. Just plain old Chex. Oh yeah, rice Chex. growing up, my mom was is a celiac. So that's like, you know, I'm used to eating like, you know, stuff like, instead of like bread, like corn tortilla and like rice Chex and stuff. So rice Chex is my shit. I'm gonna go to bed now. Because I think I'm actually gonna die if I don't. So, thanks for stopping by. This little fuck and his dumbass headphones, wear them right. They're designed to go over your head. Thanks. I'm gonna leave now. I'll see you later. I am getting dragged away again this weekend. Big surprise. I am probably not going to stream tonight. I'm sorry. And I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow night or the night after that either. I know. It's devastating. You play the... Yeah, that noise. I got some stuff I got to take care of. So I'll do that. I'll probably be back Sunday, though. Most likely, I will be back Sunday. You like corn pops, but are you goated enough to eat Kix? Is Kix that... I think I know what that is. I've never had it. I've seen it. I've never had it. Is it good? I look it up and the fourth result is a clone trooper named Kix. Huh. The skeleton continues to grow mold. Anyway, I have to go now. I'll try to be back Sunday. I will be back Sunday unless I'm dead. Then I mean, I'm probably never coming back if I die. I don't know how to end streams. Bye.